Right, we're on air. Shall I do my intro or are you doing it?
I'll do it if you want.
Alright, do it.
Alright guys, it is Cushnie here. Welcome to another live stream.
Right, we're doing Wrestlemania 30 live predictions, and if you want to join, there is a link in the description of the live stream. Hang on. I'm going to get it. I don't even know if I posted it in the video. Wait.
I'll check.
Live now, right, it's working.
Nice,
One person
in the
is watching.
description.
Is it?
Oh wait, yeah, no it is.
Right, it is. So if you want to join and share your predictions, join the Google Plus Hangouts, and you'd have to be on webcam. It doesn't really matter as long as we can hear you. And yeah, so we're going to be going through all the matches, starting with. My internet is so slow. Hang on, it's not good.
Which match we're starting with?
The pre-show probably.
The pre-show. I'm saying the Usos gonna retain. I don't see them losing.
Wait. Are we gonna? Right, here we go. The first thing I noticed is I don't know why they've called it the pre-show because it was supposed to be the kickoff show on it. Have they just like renamed it again?
It's the same inside. I don't know.
It's called the pre-show on WWE.com now.
I always called it the pre-show. I
Really?
don't see a difference between pre-show and kickoff show.
The kickoff show just sounded retarded to me, but it's now called the WrestleMania pre-show. For some reason, it's 2 hours, and this is on the second hour, but you have to have the WWE Network to watch it, which I think is stupid. But like, I know you've got it, but
I thought they set up a stream on YouTube. There's like 2 streams set up.
is it?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but
Because on Raw it said it was exclusive to the WWE Network.
they've got some streams set up on YouTube. I know that.
Have they? Well, because it lasts 2 hours, but I think I only get to see the first hour because I haven't got the network. Something like that. Wait, I'll just check.
They did have some streams set up, but it looks like they've removed them.
Really? Because that basically means like technically only people from America can watch it. So
I'm guessing there'll be loads of live streams of it.
yeah, but technically, only people in America can watch it, which is really stupid to be honest. But that's probably one of the reasons why they're not going to change the titles, because like there's not going to be a lot of people watching it if the titles changes hands anyway.
I think it's retarded that it's only on
I know, that's just dumb.
America. That's like shutting the world out.
It's basically free advertisement for the show, but you can only watch it if you have the network anyway. But yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why they're not going to change the titles on the network, because there's only going to be a few people watching it anyway.
Do you think they'll actually announce when it's coming out in England?
What?
WrestleMania. So I think it'll be a good stage to do it on.
Yeah, same.
Everybody's watching. So I think they'll probably announce when it's coming out at the rest of the world.
I don't even know if I'm getting it yet, to be honest.
I've just got it for the pay-per-views, really.
Yeah, that's why I was going to get it, but if the pay-per-views are good, then I get it anyway, because it's only... How much? I don't know. How much does it work out? Like £6 a month or something?
It's £6 a month, and you get all the old pay-per-views, all the documentaries, all the live streams, all the pay-per-views, everything. So,
like, I'd pay £6 a month just for the pay-per-views, to be honest.
I know. I mean, the pay-per-views are like £17. I was looking at WrestleMania because I don't know whether to order it on TV or whatever, but
it's
yeah.
$60 in America as well.
It's always been $60. It's like $60 for standard definition pay-per-view. I think it's like $75 for HD.
Stupid. But yeah, this match is on the pre-show, the second hour of the pre-show. So I'm guessing you have to have the network to watch it. But I think the Usos are retaining.
I would like to see the Real Americans win, but it's not on the actual show, so...
The likeliness is that the titles aren't changing hands anyway, because I don't know. There isn't really a team that I'd see other than the Usos having the belts at the moment. I mean, the Real Americans, they were a bit shaky anyway. I mean, I thought they were going to face each other at WrestleMania, so it would be weird for them to win as a tag team.
Yeah, but the WWE kind of just do that now. I mean, look how they just like completely ignored Seth Rollins walking out on the Shield.
Yeah.
Like they do seem to ignore like what happens.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. I think that bugs the hell out of me. Like when you see one thing happens and you kind of get hyped for it, and then like the next week they just totally not mention it, and I don't know.
Because I was like really looking forward to that match. I was like, yeah, that was probably one of the matches I was
The
looking
only
forward
thing about the Real Americans is I don't want them to split up because that means not Swagger, Zeb Coulter like could just leave. I don't know. I don't want him to leave. I want him to stick about for a bit.
to. But the Los Matadores just seem like they've been thrown in there. I don't know. Just and right back, so they don't even seem like a tag team. So
You
it's
what?
just whoa, who is it? Somebody else talking.
I heard somebody.
Hello.
Hello?
No.
Sam. Who's Sam?
Alright,
Who are you,
that's-
Sam?
It's me.
What is your prediction for the pre-show match?
Usos retain. Easy.
Do you have any reason why?
Well, they've been waiting ages for it. They've only just won it. I can't really see anybody else doing it considering Swagger and Cesaro are set to split up and Los Matadores have hardly been on TV. Same along with the other team as well, so Usos retain for me.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, I would have preferred if the Usos won it at WrestleMania. So for them to go into their first pay-per-view, I actually thought that they were actually going to win it at this show. It would just feel weird if they were actually going to lose it in their first pay-per-view match to actually lose the titles. When I thought it was on the cards, they were going to go into a tag team title match anyway. But
You know what sucks? The best tag team, well, probably the best tag team in the WWE this year isn't actually in the match. Goldust and Cody Rhodes.
yeah,
Like, they had so much momentum, and now,
they've just been thrown on the Battle Royal, haven't they?
yeah.
Yeah. What happened to them? I can't even remember really.
They lost the titles to the New Age Outlaws,
Yeah.
and just kind of just faded into the locker room, I guess. I don't know.
Bit of a waste, to be honest.
The only problem is, after WrestleMania, I see the Usos not having any, like, tag teams to face.
Yeah, I'm thinking like.
There's no one who's built up well as a tag team apart from Goldust and Cody Rhodes, which I can't really see them going against the Usos.
They haven't been really used in the last month or so, have they?
Not really.
So, and Cesaro and Swagger, like, I'd like to see them have a feud, but they kind of need it at the moment. I mean, a few months ago, the tag team division was pretty good, but ever since the New Age Outlaws came back, it's kind of
Yeah, they
died,
kind
I
of
think.
killed it.
Well,
They kind of killed it, even though they are like known.
yeah, I don't know
for
how they did, but they
I
did.
think. I don't know. It's just one of them weird things. They're like known for tag team fights and stuff, but they've just like killed the division. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like everybody seemed like they could have the belts at one point, and now we don't have anything really.
It's the same down in NXT though. I mean, there's only one real tag team. Well, there's Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy, but Enzo Amore's like out for 6 months or something. So now there's only the Ascension, which means their title run is pretty stale because they've got no good tag teams to face.
I was excited about the Usos winning the belts, but like when they won it on Raw, it just didn't feel special or anything. So can you see the future? Like, how long do you see them as the champions?
I think for the run to be effective, they've got to hold them for some time.
But I was excited about them winning it, but now they've won it, I'm not really that bothered.
Yeah, me. I think they'll hold them till probably like SummerSlam, somewhere around there, or until another tag team actually break into the division. Otherwise, until then, I can't see anyone winning it.
I'd like to see them go on it for a long time, but at this current point, I think they spoiled it, really, giving them the belts before WrestleMania. I thought that was the moment, and when they did, it's kind of like, just doesn't feel like anything, and yeah. Now we're here on a pre-show match, which really doesn't mean anything, and we're going to forget about it. And a lot of people aren't even going to see it anyway, because it's on the network.
Yeah, that match will probably be forgotten about before the show starts. Actually, to be honest, no one's hardly on it. So,
anything more to say about this match? I mean,
I don't think so.
What is the match anyway? Is it elimination
It's
or
a fatal four-way tag team match? It's just how it's normally is. Two teams start off and
just like the first pinfall then?
yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty good, didn't they? Have one at I don't know what it was.
They used to have two every year at WrestleMania for about 3 years, and then the tag team division kind of just took a big, like, shitting to ground.
Yeah, it was. When was it? I think it was.
I think it was like WrestleMania 22, 23, and maybe 24. I can't remember.
That was on about the Hell in a Cell match. Like I was watching the DVD. Like
Oh, Legacy versus DX.
I mean, then last year.
Oh,
It was like Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus Reigns and Rollins and the Usos. I was watching that like the other month and it was really good. So it's like I don't know. I've liked them matches, to be honest. I think it'll be a good match. I'm just not really a fan of two of the tag teams.
I like tag team wrestling. It's just in the WWE, there's not many tag teams anymore.
Is this pre-show match on the first hour or the second hour? 'Cause I know the second hour's only on the network.
Second hour, which sucks even more.
So we don't even get to see it in the UK on the first hour.
Technically, nah, but there'll be live streams and stuff.
I don't get why they're showing the first hour in the UK but not the second hour.
Yeah,
it would have made more sense to put the second hour on
Yeah.
in the UK and have the first hour on the pre-show on the network.
Start off, it shouldn't even be 2 hours because what are they going to do for 2 hours?
What are they going to do for 6 hours?
Yeah.
The majority of it will probably be like promos and stuff.
Yeah. That's the whole point, though.
Well, 7 hours if you watch the
advertise
well.
for free.
Yeah.
So if a lot of people can't see it, then it's kind of defeating the point of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So anyway, I think it's always it's definite that Usos are winning. Is probably Cesaro and Swagger would wait. I don't know. I would have liked to see them win, but they're probably. Who would you see is going to take the pinfall? It's probably going to be Los Matadores, isn't it?
Fernando or Diogo.
No, I think something will happen between Swagger and Cesaro.
You reckon? I guess that could happen, but
it's not them like splitting up on the pre-show, but it's hinting at it. And
apparently something like that happened on SmackDown. Did any of you watch SmackDown?
No, I never watched SmackDown.
Matches on it, wasn't there?
Nah, apparently something happened between them or something. Because they haven't really been breaking up the last like 2 weeks or so, haven't they? So I was surprised that they did it on the last show before WrestleMania. So maybe it'll happen something like that. Nothing major though, because it's only on the pre-show. But I mean, it could happen on the Raw after. That would be pretty epic.
Yeah.
Like I said, they'll do something like, I don't know, Swagger will tag himself in and then get himself pinned, and then they'll kind of do, that thing where they just like argue and Zed Coltrane split them up, and then at Raw I think something will happen similar to that, but then Cesaro like attacks, well not attacking, but like, I don't know, it's just like you've seen it before. One seems to be a dick, then the other one is just like fuck it and just like does whatever.
It'll definitely be Swagger who takes the fall out of these two, I think, definitely.
Yeah. Because Cesaro is supposedly one of the stars to get the push after Mania, isn't he? Something like that. So yeah, probably it'd be a good point. So Swagger probably taking the loss actually, but nevertheless, the Usos are probably taking the titles away, aren't they?
I'll be shocked if they lose it. Anyway.
Yeah, so pretty disappointed as well.
Yeah.
What match do you see actually starting the show? Because I was watching the Sean's view video.
I think Triple H versus Daniel Bryan, because they've got to get that done pretty early into the show, because then they've got to, I don't know, go through what they're going to be doing in the main event, and plus it gives the fans time to get hyped about it. I mean, they have started WrestleMania with a big match before. I mean, WrestleMania 26 or 7 when it was Del Rio versus Edge, that started off the show, and that was a pretty big match at the time.
Yeah. I think they were thinking about Bray Wyatt against Cena, the Battle Royal, or it was Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. Which one would you want?
I'd probably things like the Battle Royal and like the lower card matches.
Yeah.
They need to be saved for the savers for the crowd, because last year it was horrible. It was like
It got off to a bad start, I think.
Lesnar versus Triple H, and then the main event straight away. It's kind of just like, well, why should I give a fuck about the main event? Because I'm tired.
Yeah, I remember thinking that. I went to make a coffee and I was like, wow, we're already here already, and it doesn't.
And the crowd was just absolutely dog shit for that match as well.
Yeah, I remember that. But the only reason why I thought the Battle Royale was going to start was because during the pre-show they can bring all 30 of them out. Because that's going to take up a long time as well, isn't it?
Well, they'll probably have some kind of I don't know,
Promo.
video package playing, and then you'll see most of them in the ring, and it'll just be the big people
Yeah,
who
yeah.
get an entrance.
Yeah. I'd much rather have Triple H and Daniel Bryan start the show, because that'd get the crowd.
I think that'll be a good way to start with. Daniel Bryan beating Triple H and then going on to like whatever. But I don't think we'll have a match for first half. Or I think the first half an hour will be a lot of segments because I imagine this pay-per-view is going to have a lot of segments, and I can just feel it, especially with all the names that are confirmed to make, like a cameo appearance.
Who has been announced anyway? I know Stone Cold.
Austin, well, Hogan's going to be there. Godfather, all the Hall of Famers. Vince McMahon's going to be there, obviously. Shane McMahon's going to be there. Can't remember who else.
It's probably going to start off with Hulk Hogan, though, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, no, it'll start off with the national anthem. They always start off
with
the national anthem, then Hogan. Well, they could actually have Hogan introduce the national anthem, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't see them starting Daniel Bryan Triple H first, although we'd like it. But they definitely need a match that'll get the crowd going. But I can see like Daniel Bryan and Triple H being like mid card, like in the middle, and then being separated by like either Brock versus the Streak and the Divas match, and then after that we have the main event.
I want it to start the show, but it just feels too big.
Yeah, I think it could start probably the Shield and Kane, like last year.
Nah, I didn't like the start to last year. I thought I wasn't bothered about the feud, so it started. Don't know what the first few matches were. What were they?
It was last year. It was like Big Show, Sheamus, and what's it called? Randy Orton versus the Shield.
Yeah.
And it was like Mark Henry versus Ryback, and I switched over on that one, and then waited for it to come for the next one.
Yeah, so it was like two matches which really nobody cared about.
I liked them, but I don't know, the whole pay-per-view last year I just weren't really that bothered about. It was just like, oh, it's WrestleMania, nice.
Yeah, it didn't feel like a WrestleMania. So it would feel like a WrestleMania if you had that start the show, and then it'd give him time to get ready, whoever won. And then isn't the Superdome like, it's not an open top, is it?
It's full. It's like a massive. I don't even know. It's not any windows on the side of it. It's just like a massive fucking bowl.
So it hasn't got a roof.
Like it's got a big oval.
It's closed, isn't it?
Yeah, it's closed. It's not retractable or anything.
It's going to be really loud as well. Hopefully.
Have you seen the
setup? It was really quiet because it was an open top, wasn't it?
Have you seen the setup for it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it looks awesome.
It's huge.
Yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, Triple H and Daniel Bryan, do you think that's going to start? Because I think that would be a really good way.
I want to say it'll start, but then I also want to say Triple H is going to have his Kings of Kings entrance, and I don't think you could start a WrestleMania entrance. I don't know. It'll feel too big.
At the start, just feel weird, I think.
But then again, we are going to be 2 hours into the pay-per-view by then anyway, so...
And a lot of people watching it will be on the network anyway, I guess. But
the big question is the network going to hold up, Gus?
Yeah, that's the big question.
I was watching, what was it, Main Event last week or something, and like it was running fine, but then at certain points there was some refresh lag, so the screen just like started spazzing out a bit, and then it like froze for a couple of seconds.
That's in the Main Event as well, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I couldn't imagine there was many people watching, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Bad. Like I've watched the. If you want a good example, just watch the kickoff show every pay-per-view, and that on WWE.com it usually freezes or something like that, or like you refresh it and then you're like 10 seconds behind where you were, and that's only the kickoff show. So I don't know. You'd think they'd have an idea, but you can never have a real full idea before it happens, really, can you?
Yeah, a lot of people was like, I'm sure they'll have it sorted out by then, but you can never predict how many people you're going to have on your stream. They may predict 1 million people, but then there could be 2 million people, so I don't know. Hopefully they will have some kind of plan in place.
Like, I think it's dumb to have WrestleMania the first one you try it.
It's a big risk, but I guess it hyped up the network when you think about it.
But if the big risk suggests that they must surely have an idea of how well it's going to go. You'd hope, anyway.
If not, there's going to be a lot of pissed off people.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, which match are you expecting to start off? Because we're going to predict that one first.
I'm probably going to just stick with Triple H versus Daniel Bryan.
All right. So which one are you going to go for? Sam, is it?
Yeah. I don't actually know, but I'm just going to say the Shield and the New Age Outlaws with Kane.
I forgot about that one. Let me have a look. I could see that starting it off, but I'm not really too bothered about that match. I mean, it's got to be a match people are really behind, and that would be the Triple H and Daniel Bryan match. That's the match most people are going to be into.
I think that would get the crowd really hyped because everybody wants to see Daniel Bryan in the main event and everybody wants to see him win.
And then you're all anticipating
with Daniel Bryan winning, the crowd's just going to be buzzing for the rest of the night.
Yeah, so we'll start with that. I mean, that would be like a really, really, really good way to start it off. That would be the best way to start it off. So, who do you see winning?
Daniel Bryan.
Do you not see Sam? Who do you see winning?
I don't know. I think there'll be something that happens in the match that'll change the course of the final result. So I don't know what it'll be, but I don't think it'll be like. I can see Daniel Bryan winning, but somehow I can see Triple H also saying something like it wasn't fair, and perhaps even adding himself into the main event anyway.
I don't think he's going to add himself into the main event, but I see all the swerves and the screw jobs happening in the main event. I see this match just going down.
I've heard a few about perhaps the Shield coming and perhaps distracting him. Daniel Bryan beats him off that, but I can't see that happening as they've got a match with Kane. Obviously, you've heard the bullshit CM Punk rumours. He's not going to be there.
I think he is, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, I think I've got a big feeling that he's going to be there. Like, I was thinking about it all this week, and it's just like, there's so much things around it which is kind of hard to make an opinion. Everybody's claiming they know what happened with CM Punk, they know that he walked out, yet the wrestlers backstage don't know what happened. Paul Heyman even said it himself. He said, the only people who know are Triple H, Vince McMahon, and CM Punk. So, if none of the wrestlers backstage know what happened, how are the dirt sheets going to know? I mean, I don't really read dirt sheets anymore anyway. I kind of just stopped like last year or the year before. But I always see people tweeting out about the dirt sheets and all this stuff, and I'm just like, how can you make an opinion on someone based off of that? It's like, it's not confirmed. It's not an actual thing. It's just something you've read off a news website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is about the dirt sheets as well, they twist opinions into making people believe it's a fact. So, I don't know.
And it was one website as well, wasn't it?
Well, every website claimed it came from PW-Mania, which I wouldn't really take as a really good website since, I don't know.
Well, they've said loads of things. I don't know what dirt sheets. It's like CM Punk was apparently 100% going to be at Raw Chicago. He wasn't even there, so you can't trust anything that's put on the internet. Really, you've got to wait and see.
Right.
I was looking. No, I was just looking at. Do you watch Stevie Breach's videos?
No.
Oh yeah, I watch him every day. I think his videos are quality.
Yeah, he did like a WrestleMania 30. You know the shop they have, the WrestleMania shop or whatever.
It looks sick, that did in there, man. I wish I was there.
Yeah, there's like tons of Punk stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, when you look at it, like, let's just say he has walked out. The WWE aren't going to let him walk out. They've got his legal signature on the contract he signed to say he's going to wrestle for the WWE up until whatever date his contract finishes.
I think something like that.
If he walked out early, that's a breach of that contract. And they are potentially losing millions of dollars from him walking out, because just imagine all the merchandise could have sold between now and June or whenever his contract runs out. It's just like, there's too many things that just don't make sense.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but
like, I saw people go, Stone Cold walked out of a contract, CM Punk can do it too. It's just like, no, you can't walk out of a legal contract. If you can walk out of a contract, do you think everyone would be doing it?
Yeah, it's not. They've not terminated it, have it? Though, so it's actually still on contract.
It's still on the roster page. And
yeah,
still selling the stuff. They're still. Yeah. But how is he going to come back if he does?
Ooh, I kind of just made this fancy like little situation up where I don't know. I think somewhere in the main event, there's obviously going to be some kind of screw job or some swerve, and I think that's going to be Triple H and Stephanie McMahon coming out and doing something in the match. And I think there's going to be needing someone to make the save. I think the person to make the save is CM Punk, because I was thinking about it after WrestleMania. If Daniel Bryan defeats Triple H and then goes on to win the championship, he can't really finish off the Authority once and for all. There's going to have to be someone else who does that.
Yeah.
Because there's too many people involved in the main event.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you not see Daniel Bryan pinning everybody at once? Like, having his arms over both Orton and Batista at the end?
No.
Can you not?
No, I can't.
I think that'd be epic.
I'd love it, but I don't think I could. I don't think it'd happen. Unfortunately.
Wait, which one? We were on Triple H and Batista. Can you not see just like a fatal four-way instead of a triple threat
No.
at all?
No, I mean, it's never even crossed my mind that, to be honest. It's crossed a lot of other people's mind, but to me, I just don't see it happening.
If this is starting the show, then you've got to have Daniel Bryan win. Yeah.
They've built these two matches really well, in my opinion, because literally they've left it this year, so you actually don't know who's going to win. Because up until like where the situation was, if Daniel Bryan won, he went into the main event, everyone was like, oh well, Bryan's going to clearly win. But then when Triple H said, if I win, I'll be in the triple threat match, that's when everyone's like, oh wait a minute, who's going to actually win this match now?
Yeah, they've only done that to make you think, but he will.
And then, especially with Daniel Bryan getting the upper hand on Raw, that makes people also think like, oh, wait a minute, he might lose at WrestleMania, but then at WrestleMania, they could have him win and shock everyone.
Yeah. But I think I don't know if it's starting or not, but if it does, then he's definitely winning anyway, whether it starts at the show or not.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's why most people are going to see Daniel Bryan win.
I think he will win, yeah. I don't think there's any other way about that.
It's gonna be like people are gonna be annoyed if he doesn't win at the end of the night. They're gonna be annoyed if he's not even gonna be in it. The main event.
Look at the Royal Rumble, how that got shat on after it was actually.
Yeah.
It was
I
so
can't
bad.
remember who it was, but I was listening to, I think it may have been Steve Austin, I don't know who it was. It was someone. I was listening to a podcast and he says, heels and swerves are supposed to make your fans tune in tomorrow and the next week and the next week or whatever. They're not supposed to push them away altogether. And he says if Daniel Bryan doesn't walk out as a champion, he thinks it'll push a lot of fans away. I can't remember who it was. It may have been Austin, it may have been someone else.
I don't know. Sorry, you continue.
Me.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people saying about CM Punk and Steve Austin having a rivalry for building up for next year, but wouldn't it be too early to start that at this point?
No.
They did it with The Rock and Cena, didn't they?
Yeah.
But I don't know. That would be pretty good. I don't know if you lot have been feeling it, but have you like the amount of they've been like pushing? I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm behind Daniel Bryan as much as I was a few months ago.
I am. I think there's just a lot of like hipsters when it comes to wrestling. Like I've seen a lot of people on WWE's videos saying Daniel Bryan should win, he's boring and stuff. I'm like,
yeah, I've seen that.
It's just a hipster.
I've seen a lot of that.
People just seem to dislike wrestlers once they get any type of success.
I still like him, but I was a lot more into him a few months ago. But I don't know why.
Yeah, I'll see a lot of people saying like Daniel Bryan is yes movement have got boring now and stuff. Come on, Triple H or whatever. But I'm still behind him a lot. So.
I think it's because they've started acknowledging it as a yes movement. Like it's kind of I don't know. It just feels like
they've killed it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still like it, but obviously you're entitled to your own opinion, aren't you? So, but I'm still behind him for it. So
I still like him. I'm just not as behind him as I was.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been going since August, which is quite a long time.
I'm behind Daniel Bryan more than I've ever been behind him, I guess.
Really?
Like, this is the time when I really want him to win the championship. I've always wanted him to win the championship, like throughout the feud, but now's the time when I actually want him to win it.
Yeah.
Like, if he doesn't walk out as Mania's champion, I'd probably be really disappointed.
Definitely ready. I mean, anything less than him winning is going to be a disappointment.
I think what this is proving that all like the smarks and stuff always say you've got to be big to be successful. I think this is proving that you don't have to be a big guy
Yeah.
to like succeed.
Well, that's the greatness of the story. I mean, you've done it really well.
I don't want to I don't know if this will offend anybody in the comments or who's watching the video and it's uploaded or whatever, but look at Chris Benoit for an example. Like he wasn't a huge guy, he was a huge underdog going into WrestleMania 20 against Shawn Michaels and Triple H, and he walked out the winner, and everyone went nuts for it. So I just hope something like that happens again with Daniel Bryan.
Well, I'm going to be disappointed if it doesn't. I think a lot of people are. Most people will be.
Well, it'll go down as one of the crappiest pay-per-views when it will probably.
I wouldn't see a reason to tune into Raw the next day if Daniel Bryan lost. It's just like
just be the same old shit again.
Where can you go from Daniel Bryan losing at WrestleMania? It's like, oh, I've got to wait till Extreme Rules, which is like another month, or is it 3 weeks or whatever?
WrestleMania is normally the one that just completely finishes the rivals, doesn't it? And they just start fresh again, like the next day.
Well, it's not really that the finish, but it's like the turning point. Like the Authority would have had the upper hand now for 6 months, and now it's time for Daniel Bryan to get the upper hand, and then go on to Extreme Rules, where it'll start winding down and it'll start transitioning it into another storyline.
It's in his hometown as well, isn't it? Where is it? I don't know.
I think so. We've got Monkey on webcam.
Yeah,
I'll here. That kind of looks like Brock Lesnar with
You remember that guy? I can't remember. He's like
Indian.
Yeah.
Who gets on like licking his mouth.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And that llama guy.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, where were we? I forgot where we were.
Well, what do you think about your favourite Brock Lesnar going against the Streak?
I can't say.
Wait, how? Repeat.
I said, what do you think about Lesnar going against the Streak? I've seen a lot of people think that he's going to break the streak, but there's no way, Maya. Like
the booking's been terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, on Raw, the one thing that they did well was for him to F5 Taker, but then the only reason he managed to F5 him was because Paul Heyman distracted him. I mean, it wasn't even a pretty heavy F5. It wasn't even a clean attack at all.
I think the build to it's been crap. I think it's been basically Brock Lesnar running away from him, being scared of him for the entirety of Raw every time it's on there.
Lesnar took a pretty big bump as well, like when they did that coffin segment.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, fell on his head, didn't it?
Yeah. I think if you have it, he went away for 2 weeks, which is like a huge gap as well.
Yeah, that's the thing with two part-timers feuding. It's hard to like use the dates effectively.
What I don't like about what they've done with Brock Lesnar is they always say like the Beast or whatever, but every single time it's come down to big time, he's lost to John Cena, he's lost to Triple H. He always seems to lose in the end, but I think they need to make him win more matches like on the big stages, if you know what I mean. Because he lost to Cena, didn't he, when 2012 when he came back?
Yeah,
and then he lost to Triple H last WrestleMania.
Yeah, but then he won him at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, true.
That's he won him at SummerSlam as well, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he beat Punk, didn't he? But
no, he beat Triple H at SummerSlam though.
Oh, yeah.
Forget about that match.
I forgot about it as well. What happened during it? I can't remember.
I just remember it being like the whole show relied on that, and it was just bad. It really was bad. The WrestleMania match last year was pretty good, actually.
What the fuck's the monkey doing?
Last year, I can just remember Brock Lesnar going.
That match was good.
Do anybody know in which website I could find the WrestleMania live streaming?
Right.
Weird people here.
What's happening?
Someone's just got a message.
Tom, I think.
Wait, where were we?
Streak.
Oh yeah. About the streak. It's gonna be a good match, like really good. But is anybody really bothered about the streak anymore?
Yeah.
Like,
Streak's one of the things why I still watch WrestleMania. Like,
I know, but do you ever?
religiously.
I never like. It's never getting broken, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Bray Wyatt will break it.
Really?
WrestleMania 33 or something.
Like, somebody next year will break the streak. Like, I thought it was gonna be Punk, and he didn't do it. Like,
Well, I never thought Punk would break it. I know a lot of people thought Punk would break it, but I never really thought he did.
I mean, 22 years is a long ass time. Like, it's never going to be done again. They just throw it away.
Didn't Taker say one day the streak will actually be beaten? Like, in a promo, when he went on about taxes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand that promo, but
Nah.
I think he kind of botched the line because he says, I think it's obvious one day the streak will be beaten. I think it was supposed to be something else, but I don't know, whatever.
It was like, there's only 3 things that are meant to be broken or something.
The streak, taxes, and something else. It's kind of strange, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the match, but I'm just... I don't know, I think...
I'm looking forward to the match. I think it would have been, like... I would be more excited if there was some kind of stipulation.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
when
what
I think of Brock Lesnar, I think of, like, no disqualification. I think of him just beating the living shit out of people. And I don't get that feeling from this match.
Ever since he came back, I mean, his SummerSlam match against Punk was no DQ.
I think every match has been no DQ.
Yeah. Or the cage match, Extreme Rules,
Yeah.
is the only one, I think. So yeah, this is like his first... Wait, nah, the Big Show match was just...
Oh yeah, well that weren't really a match, was it? It was
But yeah,
them beat.
I know what you're saying. I mean, it needed something, especially like something that goes in the favour of Brock, because there's really nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
I think
Lee's
so.
exciting.
It's kind of just like another match, but then it's a streak match, so it's interesting, but there's like nothing to finish it off.
Yeah,
To me, it doesn't feel like a streak match. It just feels like a match, but obviously it is the streak. But I think for me, it's definitely Taker's winning this one. I can't see Lesnar beating him.
no way, no.
Nope. There's just not been a big enough build-up for Lesnar to beat him.
The music that they've used for the promo is really good. That In Time
Which one?
Yeah.
for Lesnar and Taker.
I don't think I've seen that actually.
I don't think I have actually. I've seen like the
You know,
biggest.
every promo they've had.
Really?
Yeah, it's like In Time you do do do. I don't know. That was a really bad hum. But
I haven't listened. I thought the was it the
Medium and Bray Wyatt one's a good one.
yeah, that one, and the one that Stephanie McMahon did on Raw. Well, I know it wasn't
Oh,
WrestleMania one, but
She's like talking over, commentating over like Triple
yeah,
H.
that was really good.
They really buried bloody Chris Jericho in that video. It was just literally like Triple H pedigreeing Chris Jericho in nearly every group.
But yeah, I haven't seen this Brock one.
No, I haven't seen that one either.
I probably have to watch the pre-show or whatever to see that. But yeah, what I was gonna say, yeah, I think it needed a stipulation, something, because it just really it doesn't excite me.
I think that's kind of the WWE's fault though, because like every match since he's come back, like we said, he's pretty much had a stipulation in the match.
Yeah,
Like it's been cage, Extreme Rules, no DQ.
Yeah, I just don't think a normal match suits Brock Lesnar.
yeah.
I don't think after his UFC career, I don't think it does. Because in his UFC career, everyone's used to seeing him just like beating people up and like seeing him just. I don't know.
It'll be weird watching him wrestle again, because all I've seen him doing is hitting people with chairs and stuff recently. So
It's gonna be a good match.
yeah, I hope so. I hope they don't let
Like
us
a
have-
tombstone by Brock. Oof. It's gotta happen.
Is he gonna tap out though? Because haven't the streak matches have been won for the last like 3-4 years by the Hell's Gate?
No, you can,
No.
Tombstone, didn't he, last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
he reversed it from a
he checked
GPS, I
him
think, something like that.
Yeah, he GTS'd him into the chest and he bounced
yeah.
off the ropes and picked him up, didn't he?
Yeah, I remember.
The only I can remember the Hell's Gate is WrestleMania 28. 8. Yeah. Oh, 27.
And he did it to Edge, didn't he, as well, to beat him. In up to WrestleMania 24,
I
was
think
it?
that'd be a good ending. To make him tap
Nah.
out.
I want to see how Taker gets out of the Kimura lock, though. That'll be interesting.
I think they'll do that and reverse it into a Hell's Gate.
Yeah.
I think they can do that.
Yeah, I
You're
think
gonna
he
see
could
that.
do that easily because he lies down, doesn't he? I could see him just like rolling him over, twisting him into it. I can't see Lesnar tapping out to it though. I can see him picking him up because they always do that, like all the time, no matter who
Yeah.
it is.
I don't
When
want to
Del Rio locks in the arm breaker, it's always like someone picks him up like Cena or someone and slams him back down.
You know what I'm
So-
disappointed at the fact Del Rio's in the Battle Royale. I'm not his like biggest fan, but like I remember I was watching a Rey Mysterio interview like a week ago or something, and he says the original plan for them two was to have a mask versus something match.
Yeah. I think a lot
Uh,
of people have been thrown away on that Battle Royale, to be honest.
Well, Big Ears as well. I mean,
Yeah.
he, in my opinion, should be one of the most important people in the company right now since he's the IC champ. But
He's another one. He's had a lot of people like turn on him lately. Like, when he comes out now, I don't know. He doesn't really get much of a reaction.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I don't hear it.
I
Sometimes
think
I'm
that's
hearing
the
it
WWE's fault again because like,
Oh, there's
That
the point,
monkey.
man.
Oh, God. What? Lesnar.
Walk laser.
But yeah, Big E, like a few months ago, people were saying he was like the next face of the WWE, and now,
Yeah.
like,
What the fuck happened to Sandow? What have they done to him? He's like,
well, it was Cena, wasn't it?
yeah, he's just been completely buried. I mean, he lost to Sin Cara in like 2 minutes last week.
Really? Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It was like I put the laptop down to go for a wee. I got back and the match was over.
Well, there's a lot of guys that have been thrown in that battle royale. I mean, we talked about Goldust and Cody, Sheamus. I mean, he returned in the Rumble and he hasn't really done
Yeah.
a lot. You've got Christian, maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say Christian. He's dropped out, hasn't he? Like Fandango as well. He's been jobbing a lot lately.
Yeah, Del Rio. You've got Titus O'Neil. I mean, he kind of had something with Darren Young. They turned him heel, and he hasn't really done anything. You've got Kofi got a win over Orton, and they haven't really done anything with him. Ziggler.
Yeah, but then Kofi lost to Heath Slater.
Yeah.
Wade Barrett's now on the Raw panel. I hope they do that again where he just like interrupts everyone after every match, you know, like
that was funny.
Elimination
They had
Chamber.
something going there, and now you're telling me he's retired.
Oh yeah.
Was that
Oh, is he
Elimination Chamber, was it?
Yeah, Elimination Chamber. I think he just kept him coming out after every match.
Yeah, that was
That
good.
hilarious.
Can't remember anything he said, but I remember laughing my head off.
But
He was
with
just basically like saying everyone was fat half the time, like criticising them. It's hilarious.
Wade Barrett yesterday was at Access, or it may have been Friday, and some fan asked him when we're going to see him wrestle again, and he just responded by saying, "I'm basically retired now."
Wow.
I don't know if it's just like, I don't know, him trolling or it's like a serious thing, but he says he's basically retired.
Oh.
And you said he was 33?
He's
Yeah, he's
just
33 years old.
How old's Taker? Like,
46.
15, isn't it?
I don't know.
really?
Yeah, he's old.
Damn. So, yeah, they had something going with Barrett, and now... I mean,
I
last
thought he was going to
year,
be a
what-
world heavyweight
I mean,
champion.
last year he lost the IC belt, didn't he? But he won it the night after, and now... You're saying he's retired?
Do any of you like the Miz? Yeah. What do you think about him? I'm not really a fan of him.
I hate them, is.
He annoys me to hell.
Yeah, but that, like, as a heel, that was his job, but now, what is he?
Exactly. He's like, 1 week he's coming out being a heel, the next week he's coming out being a face.
Like, if he was a heel, then I'd be alright, because he's annoying me, but I don't know, what is he doing? And he doesn't even, they don't even really use him, except for, like...
Yeah.
Has anyone seen the Scooby-Doo DVD?
Nah.
At the start, he's like walking down this like forest thing, and he's going, "Who's awesome? I'm awesome" for like 10 minutes, and it's just so annoying.
Wow.
Well, I can see why they still employ him. Like, I think he's a good character, but I don't know. Like,
It's meant to be forming a stable, isn't he? With like Zack Ryder and
yeah, I saw that.
But I don't know. I think they've buried Zack Ryder so much now. I can't see him like in the future being a big star now because they'll just be like, well, he's lost so many matches. Where have all these wins going to come from?
That movie.
I never come.
Right, where were we? I've completely forgotten where we were. We were on about Lesnar and Taker, were we?
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
we're on to the Miz.
So, should we just go on to the Battle Royale?
Yeah.
Right. So, after
Well
the...
done. Who's winning streak? Lesnar, Taker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you see it ending? Would you want to see Brock tap out? Because I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I think they'll do something where they reverse the Kimura lock into the Hell's Gate. Brock Lesnar will lift him up, then they'll go for the F5. Taker kind of just like jumps out of that and puts him into Tombstone.
Yeah, like leans back on it and picks him up into a tombstone or something.
Although I can't imagine like Brock Lesnar getting picked up by Taker. It's just like, I don't know. It's just one of them things. I can't really see it happening.
Well,
I don't know it's gonna happen.
Or maybe the Undertaker tries a Kimura lock himself. I don't know.
I don't want to see him tap out, but I'd like to see that.
I know there's going to be a lot of MMA moves in that match because
Yeah.
Taker's trained in MMA, so...
Yeah.
It won't be a long match either.
Yeah, I saw somebody said on a video it was going to go for half an hour. It's not going to go for half an hour. It's going to go for like what?
20 minutes, 15
20
minutes.
max.
Yeah.
Like we haven't even seen. The only move we've seen them do is an F5, haven't we? I haven't seen Taker do anything, have we?
We've seen a
Chokeslam?
few punches and...
Nothing really.
That's it, yeah.
Apart from chokeslam him through the table, no.
But, yeah. That segment was so like... I don't know, sloppy because they did that thing where they stabbed his hand, but then they like showed his hand and it was just like perfectly fine.
Yeah. Ugh. So, Taker's winning this one.
Yeah.
Yep,
No
definitely.
question. Annoyingly, but where are we? So Battle Royale was it?
Heath Slater. No. I don't know. I think Big Show, or actually, then again, we made it too obvious if Big Show won.
That's what I'm thinking. I was like, yeah, it's too
But
obvious.
then again, look at the Royal Rumble. They were like Batista all week, and then he actually won, which pissed me off so much.
But that
I
was the
remember
mistake they
watching-
did, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember watching your Google Hangout just before the Royal Rumble, saying like, obviously they made it too obvious for Batista to go and win, surely. And then he walks out of there winning to loads of boos, and I was like, oh wow, did that actually happen?
Yeah. So I just think I was like, I know what they'd give the win to Big Show to like commemorate Andre the Giant in a good way, but the fact that they've had him stand tall over everybody in the ring like the last two Monday Night Raws, it's just too obvious for
Yeah,
him to win, isn't it?
I think a heel could win this one.
You
I
reckon?
think they've got to have like a heel win at some point in the night.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of baby faces winning.
Yeah, so I think I'd like to see a shock winner, but I can't see it happening.
Like a Rusev.
Yeah, the rumour is Rusev will win it. But I reckon
I just love when Rusev's theme's like, oh, Rusev Masha, Rusev Masha.
Can you see Rusev winning?
yes.
Yeah, I could.
Like the whole point of it is to like.
No, I
I
couldn't.
think you need to be a star to win this.
No,
Yeah.
you just need to be a big guy. That's the whole.
You think a big
theme
guy's
of
winning?
Battle Royal.
No,
If a small guy wins a big guy Battle Royal, then it wouldn't make any sense because Andre the Giant is a big guy.
Yeah.
So
So you've got Big Show.
there's only two winners in my opinion. That's Big Show and Rusev. That's the only two people. Who
What about
could win
Mark
it.
Henry?
Nah.
Nah.
I'd rather see Mark Henry over Big Show. I'm not a fan of Big Show, to be honest.
What about Del Rio? Because he's been winning a lot lately.
You've also got Ziggler as well, who
Yeah.
got
What about Big E?
like on SmackDown. They were like, "Oh, Ziggler's really starting to pick up his momentum, ready for WrestleMania." Like, I didn't think he really had been. So sure, I don't know why they mentioned it. Surely they're
There's
thinking, "Oh,
Brad Mannix as well.
yeah."
My pick is Brad Maddox.
It'd be weird if he won, but I don't think.
I'd like Fandango to win, but that's not going to happen.
Big E has a good chance.
Big E,
Even in the match.
I think Big E is the champion already.
Yeah.
It would be a waste on him.
I don't
I
think
mean,
he'd get a very good reaction either if he wins. I think it'd just be stale. I think everyone would just be like,
I can't remember the last time they actually used him. Was it like with Cesaro or something, like a few weeks ago?
When he got pinned on, was it Monday against Thinger?
I don't know. I can't remember. It wasn't memorable. Anyway.
He got kicked in the face.
Was that on Raw or this week?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I switched off Raw this week because I was bored of it.
If you watched the first and last segment, then you wouldn't have missed anything else.
Yeah, the rest of it was shit.
But I don't really see anything in Big E at the moment. But I think if you gave him the win, then it'd be a waste for somebody else because he's already a champion. So,
I think this is kind of like quite a big filler match in my opinion because you've got a lot of jobbers in there as well.
well, it was something for Hulk Hogan to do, really, wasn't it?
I think perhaps we could see a comeback in this one. Perhaps like a legend. To try and do.
Well, there's 3 spots altogether. 3. One's supposed to be RVD. One could be Rusev, and then
Supposedly RVD. I don't know.
I know RVD's coming back on Raw. Definitely, I think that is on Monday, the night after.
It was weird because in Hulk Hogan's predictions, he just randomly brought up Sting.
Yeah.
Like, he just said it'd be awesome to see Sting in the Battle Royale. It's like no one mentioned Sting. He just like brought him into it.
Can you not see Hogan entering himself?
No.
Because he tossed over Miz the other week. I mean, he could still do one spot maybe.
I don't know. I think that'd kill the match because he's been the one who's been like going on about it for weeks and weeks. If he came in and just won it himself, I think it'd just kill it.
I don't mean win it. I mean like maybe he was like the last person to get eliminated.
Oh, if he entered it.
Hogan did say, he's been mentioning it a lot now, saying about how he wants to get physical at the show. He's been constantly saying it.
Yeah,
I think that'll just be some kind of segment where, kind of like when Muhammad Hassan beat up Eugene and then Hulk Hogan just came out and leg dropped Hassan. Remember?
I think there's going to be a spot with Hulk Hogan. I don't know whether it could be in here or not. Would you like to see it in here?
Unless Hogan helps Cena out with the Wyatts.
I want to see Wyatt win cleanly, to be honest.
I know. I think Bray Wyatt has to win that match.
I think he has to, but I can see Cena winning it. I don't, because Bray Wyatt's had an upper hand on him for so long.
No, but if Cena wins, what does he gain?
Exactly. Like Bray Wyatt's probably like the best character they have. And
yeah, but it's Cena.
I mean, look what happened to Sandow. Look what happened to Wade Barrett.
To further the storyline, they need Bray Wyatt to win, but either way, I think it's going to be a really good match. I think it's going to be one of the matches that like steal the show.
I really want Bray Wyatt to win this one, but I don't know.
Annoyingly, I can see it going both ways, but I really don't want to see Cena win.
Or perhaps Bray will win now, and Cena might get him at Extreme Rules, and that stops that completely.
I'd be happy about that. I just really don't want to see Cena win.
It definitely won't be the last match between the two.
Yeah. I think they'll need a match at Extreme Rules.
I think Bray Wyatt might get this one. Well, get that one.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt will.
Wait. Who are we picking for the Battle Royale?
I'm picking Big Show. I'm saying Big Show. Sticking to my heart.
I'm going to say Del Rio.
Who?
Del Rio. For me.
I want to see Ziggler winning it, and if I had to, I'd say Maddox.
Really?
Yeah, I just have a hunch. I don't know why. It's just
Mufta?
Rusev.
Oh.
I can see Lana carrying around the trophy for like the next year.
For ages.
So you talked about RVD coming back. You said who else was it?
What if Stone Cold comes into this match?
I've got a quick question.
Maybe
about Raw that because there's 3 spots open. Do you see 30 people starting, or do you see them coming in like every 30 seconds?
Nah, it's 30 in the ring.
I think what's going to happen is, I said this earlier, I think there's going to be like some sort of segment or promo that's going to take the camera off the screen for like a couple of minutes. I think most of the like jobbers are going to be in the ring, and then they're going to save like a few entrances, maybe like 2 or 3 entrances for the surprise people.
I mean, because it's a 4-hour show, so I was thinking they probably enter them one by one, just like really short intervals.
I don't know, but then if they do that, does that make it a Royal Rumble since it's 30 people?
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. That's why I was split between two minds about it.
What would you do? Like, you know, we talk about what would start the show earlier.
Yeah.
If they started this one a great way, obviously, like I was just saying a minute ago, if it was like number 30, then all you hear is like the glass shatter, and then Stone Cold comes down, that'd get everybody going for the night.
I don't think Stone Cold would come out of retirement for a Battle Royal. He
Yeah.
said it before. He says he would consider a match, but he doesn't know how he would do it because he didn't want to be one of them guys who just come back, do the match, and then go.
Yeah.
Which I think that's respectable from him, since we have seen it in the past, and a lot of fans don't really like that.
So would you say like a streak match would be good for Stone Cold?
Nah.
Nah.
I think there's only one match for him, and that's CM Punk, but
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants to see.
it's just, I don't know. Stone Cold himself said he can do another match. He's in physically good shape. It's just he didn't know what they could do because he didn't want to be one of them guys who would come back, do the match, and then go.
He did make a comment. I think it was yesterday, saying that about Punk. He said there's only one. So there's only one Stone Cold Steve Austin when it comes to CM Punk.
Well, they did the
It's about it.
WWE 13 promo thing where it was like Stone Cold and CM Punk was like facing off with JR asking him questions, and that was really intense. And it was like really good
Oh
to
yeah,
watch.
I remember that.
That would have been great for like an actual match, but yeah.
At the end of the day, you never know. That's how it is. But it would be nice to see maybe next year. It's just I'd have to wait and see.
Have you noticed this like pay-per-view is kind of like old versus new?
Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
It's a good move as well.
We've got Randy Orton and Batista. They're like I wouldn't say they're the veterans, but they're like the older guys. And you've got Daniel Bryan, who's a newer guy on the scene. Then you got Triple H and Daniel Bryan again. Then you got Lesnar versus Taker. That's not really old versus new, but street matches are street matches, I guess. But then you got Bray versus Cena. You've got the Usos versus Ryback, Real Americans, Last Matadors. Again, it's not really there, but whatever. Then you got the Shield versus New Age Outlaws and Kane. And then the Battle Royal and the Divas match.
They did say it was the Attitude Era versus the New Reality Era. Michael Cole said that about the six-man tag match.
Yeah. Now was it JBL? I think something like that.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know though. When I think of the Attitude Era, I don't really think of Billy Gunn and Road Dogg. I mean, I know there was like DX and New Age Outlaws and stuff, but they don't really spring to mind.
Whew. Fuck you, fool. Fuck you. Do I sound alright?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Cool. What I miss?
Right. What were we on? I completely forgot.
Winners
We
of the
just
Battle
talked
Royal.
about Battle Royale.
Alright, yeah, so, do you not see Evan Bourne coming back? I saw something about him.
No.
Maybe.
Nah.
Why would they bring him back at WrestleMania?
Mate,
I've been waiting for
the
that for
BG.
ages. Remember when I was asking you on Twitter about fucking dirt sheets? He was coming back. I was like, it was Royal Rumble, wasn't it? I was like, is Evan Bourne going to return? I was hoping so, but no.
Wasn't Evan Bourne supposedly confirmed for the Royal Rumble?
Yeah. There were only one return, well, two returns, including Sheamus.
He was a really
But
crap
Evan Bourne's a
Royal
lot.
Fucking
Let's
Kevin
not talk.
Nash.
Let's not talk about that, it was terrible.
Rumble.
But yeah,
Kevin Nash enters the Battle Royal.
what?
What if Kevin Nash enters the Battle Royal because he's in New Orleans?
Yeah, but Scott Hall's getting inducted, so I'm guessing that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was going to be there anyway, so it's in his own party.
Mm.
I'm really jealous of people in New Orleans right now because they've got a chance to go to parties with like Scott Hall, Jake the Snake, and then you've got Nash's party, then you've got all these wrestling events going on, then you've just got like the random fan meetups and Access and the Hall of Fame tonight. Like, I'm really jealous of people who are in
That's
New
why
Orleans right
I was
now.
like seeing
Yeah, I really wanted to go.
Stevie Breach and stuff tweeting about it.
Yeah, I was watching his videos. I was just sitting there. I was like, wow, I just really want to be there.
Last year I said I was going to go to WrestleMania, but then I just thought I ain't going to be able to afford it, because if I go, I ain't going just for the
I've been
pay-per-view, I'm
saying
going for
it the last
everything.
few years.
Which means if I go, I'm going to spend £5,000
Yeah.
on the package to go to everything.
Or include like Raw as well, Access.
Raw,
Mania.
Access, Mania,
Hotel.
Hall of Fame, Hotel.
You've got to go
I
for it
think
all.
there's a few things, yeah.
A lot of
It's
money,
like-
really, man.
If you live in the UK, it's kind of like one of them once in a lifetime things, unless you're really, really rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to go though. I've got to.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go in the future. I hope so. I'm going to save up.
Gotta
My
go.
friend is so boring. I said, do you want to go like sometime, either next year or the year after? And he's just like, I don't want to spend that much money. I can't be asked to fly to America. I'm like, you're so boring.
Yeah, I have a friend like that.
Yeah, he's like, he's got all the money and everything. He's just like, I can't be bothered. Like, I don't know. It just annoys me when people are like that, especially with something like WrestleMania.
Just it looks so good.
On a
It really does.
mega store and everything, man. Oh.
I know. Like the whole town's got like posters and everything. It
Yeah,
just
I
feels
know.
so
It's
good.
massive, man. Looks so awesome. Oh, where are we?
Then you've got NXT as well, because they're doing wrestling events at
That's
Access.
a live event thing there they're doing, because I not saw.
Yeah, it's some kind of like live event. It's not. It won't be televised or anything like that. It's just like a closed event.
So
Oh,
it's
yeah, I
just
saw
the WWE live. It's just NXT.
They did it last year as well.
Talking of NXT, I know I was thinking about.
Hello.
Yo, yo.
I think
I think you timed
it
out.
just kind of cut off then.
Sorry, hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, do you think they'll do an NXT Access match where someone will qualify for the Battle Royal?
I was actually thinking that, because they did that with the Royal Rumble last year, didn't they?
Yeah,
Uh,
both.
Would that be Rusev's ticket?
Well, I think if they're going to do that, like, it should be Rusev's ticket, but I always thought they're going to have Rusev come out and do a promo, well, not him do a promo, but Lana do a promo where he's standing on that like little podium thing,
Yeah.
his arms crossed, and then Lana says that he's going to be in the Battle Royal, but you know, I guess it leaves it a surprise if the last entrance to the Battle Royal is Rusev, because his theme music is one of them theme music that has an effect as soon as it hits.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Will Lesnar's, you know, as soon as his theme music happens, something's gonna go down. I think Rusev's got one of the same type things.
If they do like what is it Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah. If they do what Jay said, that perhaps it could be someone like perhaps Adrian Neville or Sami Zayn who win it.
Can you see the NXT champion on it though? Like, you can't just leave NXT.
True. I think it'd be awesome if they added in like, the NXT title match every year into WrestleMania, just so like the team, like some people from the lower area could get a match on there.
Yeah, but the problem is,
pre-show or
I kind
something.
of thought of that, but then I thought if they're having the NXT guys have a match on the pre-show of the pay-per-view, would that make it a third brand instead of it being what it's supposed to be? Like, it's supposed to be a developmental like kind of thing, but
Yeah.
if they put it on the pay-per-view pre-show, does that make it a third brand?
I don't know. I don't really.
Unless they call it like the NXT Showcase sort of thing, it doesn't have to be a brand. They could actually make a feature out of it, like a 15-minute pre-show could be just an NXT Showcase.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't take any spotlight away from the main show, and it would give them the experience in front of a big crowd, which is what they need.
Yeah.
That's a good point, actually.
Did anybody sign up for the Hall of Fame today?
Yes.
I need my sleep.
Oh, I don't know. I might watch it in the
I
morning.
don't know if anybody realised, but it's on really late in England.
What time?
Is it later than 1 o'clock? Is it like
It's it's supposed to start at 8 p.m. EST, which is 1 o'clock. Which I don't know. That's kind of
I'll
late.
probably get that in the morning, like watch wrestling or something if it's on there.
You know,
Does it only go on for like 3 hours or something?
Yeah.
It's about 2 hours.
Ah, 2 hours.
something
Yeah, I think
like
it's
that.
2 hours.
I don't know, with the people that are going in this year, like I'm hoping like Ultimate Warrior just goes off script and does kind of like what Ric Flair did at the SummerSlam WWE 2K14 event, where he just like went off script and started telling stories.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see Ultimate Warrior do. I want to just see him go off script and just like rip into everybody.
Jake Roberts or something.
The rumor is he hasn't got a script, so you could see that.
I can see Razor Ramon going off script, or Scott Hall, whatever you want to call him. I can see him just like getting his phone out and tweeting pictures of like women like he always does.
He's put that. Did you see that photo he did of like was it him, Chris? It was like me, Undertaker, and Deadman or something.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised DDP isn't going into the Hall of Fame this year with Scott and Jake. Because
Probably gonna go next year.
What match were we on before we went off?
The Battle Royal again.
Let's just finish that, alright? What's your final
Bray versus.
final predictions?
Rusev.
I'm thinking Rusev now. You've convinced me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I was with Del Rio at first, but I think props to Rusev.
Yeah, Rusev it is. I think that'd be a good way to start his career. I think it's too obvious.
The only people who were remembered are the people who had the Impact debut. And I think for a big guy, he's got to dominate.
Yeah.
It'd definitely put him over as a force.
Like, he's definitely going to be in it, isn't he? I mean, there'd be no point doing all his promos before Mania. And
Well,
then,
there would have been no point. Well, I don't see the point in putting him in the Royal Rumble. They had him debut at the Royal Rumble,
Oh, yeah, I
put
forgot.
him on the official roster, and now he's just like, what's he doing? He's just doing
It feels like they're
promos.
promo him again, like he hasn't had a match.
It feels like they're building him up to something, but
Yeah,
they
there'd
made it
be
clear.
no point building him up before Mania if he wasn't going to be on it, so surely he's got to be in it.
Have they done his promos last couple of weeks though? Because I can't remember seeing Lana come out
They
Don't
didn't.
forget.
weeks.
They're probably trying to make you forget about him, and then
Yeah.
A surprise.
probably, I think that's what they're doing.
I just think his theme's just absolutely awesome.
Hmm.
Yep.
What am I on next?
We're gonna go for Rusev. We'll do the Shield against the Kane and the New Age Outlaws. Like at first thought, I think this
I can
match.
see the Shield losing, but then I kind of see him winning as well.
I can see them winning.
I think the Shield have got to win.
Yeah, the Shield are winning.
I wouldn't see the purpose of
Yeah.
already winning.
Well, I can see the Shield kind of teasing a split up again because
Yeah.
I can't really see them going long as a face stable, like not with the history of what they've been doing for like the last 2 years.
I think Dean Ambrose will probably have a problem with that, and that's what'll change it perhaps.
Well, they've been kind of having Seth Rollins and Ambrose as a tag team for like
Yeah, I've
the
noticed that a lot.
2 weeks, haven't they? Something like that.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they could be the ones who, as a force, turn on Roman Reigns.
Yeah, because it said
that's what
there's like rumours of Ambrose and Rollins having a heel tag team, but for me, Rollins has probably been like the most face one out of all of them, really. In
Well,
my
he's
opinion.
pretty much in his NXT career, weren't he like a face throughout it?
Yeah.
Until he
Yeah,
like
he was
joined
one of
the
the-
Shield.
Well, I could see Ambrose and Rollins like joining the Authority.
I can't, to be honest.
Not again.
Well,
Wouldn't want that to happen.
yeah, I wouldn't either, but I mean, it would branch out Roman as a star.
Do you know something? Everybody always talks about who's going to be a star and stuff. I can see Seth and Roman being big, but I don't see Dean Ambrose being
I don't see
WWE.
what people see in Ambrose, to be honest.
I
I
think
love him,
it's,
I do. I think he's quality. I love watching him.
Like, what do you like about him, though?
I
What
don't
do you...
know. I like he's different, isn't he? What's the word I'm looking for? He's like he wrestles differently to other people. Like, he's more like a brawler kind. You don't find many brawlers nowadays.
He's unique.
Yeah, he's definitely.
I think it's his cockiness.
Yeah, his attitude as well makes me. I just really like him as a wrestler on the whole.
Entertainment-wise, I think he's the least out of all of them, in my opinion, though.
I don't. Yeah, in terms of like moves that'll make you like stand up like whoa. He's one without it because obviously Rollins is high flyer, so he can just jump over ropes or whatever. Reigns has got the spear, but Rambo's really hasn't got that one move apart from that clothesline he's done the last couple of weeks. It's made everyone go whoa.
Like they've
But
only
apart
just
from
started. They've only just given his finisher a name, haven't they?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Dirty Deed, isn't it, or something?
Something like that.
The deeds, yeah.
I don't like it.
And then they've changed Seth Rollins' to what is it again?
Speed of mind.
Mind? Yeah.
What is going on there?
I actually quite like that name.
Really?
Yeah. It sounds like more of a face kind of finisher though, if you know what I mean. Like peace of mind. It sounds like the name they give it to a face guy. Whereas Blackout was like,
I like Blackout. I thought that sounded badass.
yeah. I think they should give him a new finisher overall though. I don't think a stamp to the back of the head is good enough for Rollins because he's not that kind of.
I don't. It doesn't look painful
No,
enough.
it should be
I
like
can
a
see
whole
the
fly
signature,
move, I
but
think.
not as like a match winner.
As soon as he connects with one of those kicks, though, it's going to get banned because
What, the Avada Kedavra, was it, whatever it's called?
no, the blackout will get banned because someone will get.
Yeah. I think they've overused the super kick, I think. They've got it on so many superstars now. I think
Well,
that's...
I don't think that's the WWE though. I think that's like wrestling companies in general because everyone does a super kick these days.
Yeah. I think that's the kind of finisher Rollins could use, is like a super kick.
I could never see him do like a super kick as a finisher.
What's that finisher he used to do in like ROH forever, where you used to like get him in like a super kick?
Abracadabra.
Used to get
Abracadabra or something.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Avada Kedavra.
Yeah.
I hope he does that dance again, you know, like what he did in NXT, where he just like...
The mosh.
He just went crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't that a taunt on like WWE 2K14?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got his old ROH moves on WWE 2K14. It makes me miss him doing in WWE now.
Well, he did most of them in NXT too.
Yeah, like what's that finisher? Not finisher. It's just like a normal move, but he gets him like in like a suplex kind of hold, like throws him up into the air, but then hooks his leg over the other leg and like lands him in like on the neck.
Oh,
if you know what I mean.
God's last gift or something.
Oh, I love that move, man.
That's good,
I think that'd be a good finisher rather than just a normal move.
In terms of this match, do you reckon? Well, I reckon they'll add a last-minute stipulation like they always do, like a street fight or something.
They should do elimination and let Roman Reigns go nuts if they're gonna.
No,
They're gonna make him
I couldn't see an elimination.
I see Kane.
Just a normal.
Is anybody actually excited about this match?
I am. I
I'm
reckon.
excited.
To be honest, the only thing I'm excited for is the Shield, because I'm a complete mark when it
No, I'm
comes to
excited for Kane as well, because like he's a fucking wife beater now. He's just got that look. He's,
He looks badass.
he's got like a six pack and everything. It just came out of like nowhere because when he had the mask on, he kind of looked like a bit chubby. But now he's just like, the big guy.
I think the ending of the
Fuck
match
your
is going to be Kane's going to go for the double choke slam on Rollins and Ambrose.
and then a spear.
Spear. Yeah.
Did you see Reigns getting the win?
Probably.
No, because if they do that where Reigns does the spear, they're gonna have like the New Age Outlaws take him out, and we've kind of seen it in the past. You know what I'm talking about? Where like Reigns has done a powerful impact move, then somebody comes and takes him out of the ring.
That
What-
drop kick that he does is sick.
What was the pay-per-view where Reigns speared Ambrose by accident? What if something like that happens again and it sparks
Oh,
it back to
yeah,
when
see?
you face CM Punk.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah, he speared Ambrose by accident. What if something like that happens again? The New Age Outlaws get the win, and like, Ambrose isn't happy with it, and he starts an argument.
Apparently, just to interrupt everyone, the Ascension have just done what the Undertaker does at the top of the ramp at Access Nowhere. They're like kneel down.
Yeah.
They've just done that at Access.
Wow.
Is there like a stream of Access or something?
No.
I think it's on Twitch. It's on Twitch.
Is it?
I think so. I saw something yesterday.
Yeah, they streamed some last year, like the 2K14 tournament between
think it
superstars
might
or
be.
something.
But yeah, I see the Shield winning cleanly. I don't see anything like a breakup or anything happening because they've turned face. And apparently they want to have them have like a decent face run before they turn.
Yeah, well, the problem is I can't see the Shield as a face.
Yeah, the gimmick is face. It just
After everything what they've done in the last like 2 years, I just
you can't
constantly.
forget about it. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
But the pops that they get are crazy.
I could see them being a tweener, like where they do the stuff to the heels, but then they do it to the faces as well.
Yeah. What? So they're like tweeners, like in between.
Yeah, that suits them more.
I don't.
Ambrose as a face is just awkward. It just
Ambrose's face is just a no-go for me. He's just not a face at heart, is he? He's just a complete heel all round.
even the way he looks, he just looks heel.
Exactly. I don't mind the Shield being face, but I really do prefer them more when they're heel because they're just so badass then.
I get why they've done it, but it's just pointless.
I don't know. I don't know when this breakup's going to come, but I can't see them breaking up these two and Real Americans at the same time. Because then I think
they pulled the plug on the Real Americans. I don't see that happening.
The tag team division's going dead. I think you were saying that earlier on. Like a few months ago, it was good. It was like a lot of teams were getting wins and stuff, apart from 3MB.
The thing
now,
with
all of
Real
a sudden,
Americans are really over now, though.
That swing.
Yeah, Real Americans are over.
If the Real Americans turn face, they'll have to break away from Zeb, though.
It's not a face gimmick.
The main disappointment with the Real Americans is we're not going to get to see Cesaro come back with the uppercuts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love it when he just like fucking RDs on uppercuts and he's just doing it to everyone.
I've heard that Cesaro's going with Coulter when it finishes.
What, he's sticking with him?
He's sticking with Coulter, and apparently Swagger's going separate. But I don't want Swagger to get buried.
Could you
And
see like Coulter start managing another team against the Real Americans? Like
who?
Like, say the Real Americans like start arguing and Coulter tries to like butt into it, and they just like turn on Coulter. Then Coulter finds another tag team, and then like puts them against.
I think that'd kill his character because his whole character's like real American, isn't it? And about stuff like that. So if you went and joined someone like, well, you won't join Los Matadores obviously, but if you join somebody else, I don't think it'd have the same effect.
Talking about somebody getting a new team, Paul Heyman's like confirmed that he is going to be debuting the new Paul Heyman guy.
What, on Sunday?
No, not on Sunday, but
Sunday.
he is going to be debuting one. Like he says, he's actually signed a.
Yeah, he said he's got one.
Like as part of the Battle Royale.
Yeah, but
didn't they say that like a while back?
No, what he's been saying for like the last year is he's been scouting. He's never said he's had one. He says he's been scouting, and then in this interview that he did, he says he's actually signed one.
Imagine if that was Rusev.
That would be Rusev since
because
I listened to the interview though, and he did sound really sarcastic when he said it. He was kind of like, "Stop asking stupid questions."
He's like that in every interview though.
I could imagine Heyman being a troll, to be honest.
The one that he did with Machinima, he was just taking the mick out of Machinima's name and then just calling himself a Jew. He was just messing around in it, so I don't know. Hopefully he's got a Heyman guy. I'm hoping he'll be Corey Graves.
Yeah.
His debute's like long overdue.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Tom actually who said in one of his videos ages ago about perhaps when he knew Heyman guy, was it Night of Champions when CM Punk was going to get done and everyone didn't expect Ryback. Yeah, everyone expects maybe Corey Graves or someone.
I was the only one. I was one of the only guys who actually predicted Ryback. I thought Ryback seems like a Heyman guy, and then he debuted as well.
Oh, they dragged that story out so long, it annoyed me in the end.
I was never into it in the first place.
No, was I.
I just wanted to see Heyman get the crap beat out of him and that was it, but then it kept dragging on.
I didn't want to see that. I didn't see why people wanted to see that. So I was
it's funny.
Can you imagine like a Paul Heyman girl?
That was the Divas division a lot.
Well, that was the rumor that he was going.
Yeah.
We don't see many Diva managers.
What have they done to Emma?
Well, they've not really done it. It's just like
Emma's amazing.
Not a lot of NXT gimmicks will work on main TV because the NXT crowd is a small, dedicated crowd.
Yeah.
The WWE main crowd is a big bunch of diverse people.
Well, the
Do you
problem
think putting him with Santino works, though?
It's for the kids, isn't it? It's not. I don't think it's anything serious anymore. It's just.
That's what I mean. She's a really good wrestler, probably one of the best ones we've probably got. And then with Santino.
Yeah, but that's her gimmick. That's what.
I think her gimmick's good. Like, I like it.
All her gimmick is just being the fun, bubbly girl that everybody loves.
I don't know if I can see it lasting long though. Like
it won't last long. I think it'll transition into somewhat serious Emma, like we saw in NXT when she was fighting Paige for the championship. So it'll definitely work. It'll just take time, but Yeah, I think a lot of NXT gimmicks are going to be like this when the first debut. I can actually see Adam Rose being like this. I don't think he'll ever really get over. As much as Full of It loves him, I don't think he'll ever get over.
Here's my thing. As long as they don't shove him down our throats, I feel like
Yeah, but just imagine watching Raw and seeing like 30 people come down with Adam Rose going, "Oh, and the world goes free." It'd be like, no.
But imagine the Raw after Mania. Like, what if the whoa, like, what if that becomes the new Fandangoing? I could see that happen.
No thanks.
I see Adam Rose following the exact same path of Fandango. He'll have one match and then everyone will crap on me.
Is it only me who likes Fandango, or does anybody else like him?
I like Johnny Curtis, not Fandango.
I like Fandango more because I just see him as like a ladies' man. It's just like, yeah, he gets all lasses and stuff.
I like it. I think wasn't he meant to win like the Intercontinental Championship last year, but he got injured?
Yeah.
And Curtis Axel took it over instead.
I like him. They just haven't really used him yet.
No.
Yeah.
Got it.
I like how Triple H like buried him and then saved him at the same time.
What, on Raw?
Bury him though. He said.
No, he said he was a good talent.
Yeah, but he said he was somebody who nobody cared about.
Yeah,
Which he could be like a B+ player.
He said something like that kid's a workhorse. He might even be an A- player or something like that.
Yeah, but he did say that he was kind of like pointless.
He said nobody cares about. He said he had that like Raw after Mania, and then he was this big thing, and then suddenly nobody just cared about him.
Talking about Raw after Mania, did you see what Mick Foley said last night?
What?
He said Raw after Mania this year will be Cesaro's standout moment.
I think there'll be a big Cesaro section because I know there's already what a maneuver. They're already planning to have like this big Cesaro section because they're going and they're giving out. Do you know them Cesaro section signs? They're giving them out. Yeah, so I think.
Where do they get them, by the way? They sell them or something.
They don't sell them. It's basically nothing. All it is a piece of paper that says Cesaro section. You can make them at home.
Yeah, I thought so.
But yeah, no. What maneuver are planning a Cesaro section at Raw after Mania?
With that European crowd, I mean, everyone's going to be behind him.
Wade Barrett will get a big pop if he does some bad news.
I hope so. I really do.
That would be good. They'll do it.
He got a big pop at Money in the Bank last year as well, though, didn't he? He was one of the crowd favourites in that match.
Yeah, because I thought he was the one that was winning.
And then, I think that's his last match he actually wrestled, isn't it?
Who's this, Barrett?
Nah.
Yeah.
I can't remember when last time he wrestled. I've just completely forgot.
I wrestled after because.
No, wasn't it? Was it
in
November against Daniel Bryan? Didn't he lose Daniel Bryan a few
Yeah, he
times?
was doing something at SummerSlam, wasn't he? Around then.
I think one of the reasons why we've not seen like many international champions is because visas are big problems for wrestlers. Like we saw it, Wade Barrett was like 2 months in England because of his visa, because there was some kind of problem with his visa and it got held back, so he had to stay 2 months in England. And while it's like that, I don't think we'll ever see a true international champion. I think it's if you've been in the country for like a certain amount of time, then you do automatically get a permanent visa. But right now, most of the international guys are on working visas, which expire every 2 years.
Wait, where were we?
So we just went off course.
Kane and
We were at the tag team match.
yeah. Who does anybody see Kane and the New Age Outlaws winning?
No,
Yeah.
not really, no. There's
Well,
no
I think
point for them to win.
I think their job is to put over the Shield. I mean,
Yeah,
they've
I thought
turned
this is the
face.
last match before they go away again.
Yeah, I don't know why the New Age Outlaws are still here. This will probably be their exit match.
Hopefully.
I think-
Was anybody else disappointed when they won the title? Was it just me?
I was very disappointed.
Yep.
Because I think that I said it earlier. I thought that was when they killed the division.
Yeah, definitely.
No, that shouldn't have happened. Not.
I see the Ascension debuting with Kane sometime after Mania.
That'd be awesome. I think they need to stop carrying this authority gimmick, in my opinion. I don't like it.
That's where they could kind of kill it on Sunday. So
They need to call up
until they do it.
But the only problem with Ascension is like they're the only tag team in NXT. So
Yeah,
if they
that's why they need to be called up. So
if they get called up, then like
They
tag
don't
team.
have a tag team division anymore.
Yeah, because they got rid of the other one to TNA. What was it? Forgot the name now.
or they were the American Pitbulls on NXT, but they're the American Wolves on
Yeah.
They never
No.
got signed though.
No. So I think the Shield will win. Actually,
Yeah, Shield win.
There's nothing.
see.
If the Kane and New Age Outlaws win, it's not really going to help them at all, is it?
Mm-mm.
Can you see it helping them at all? Is it not going to do anything?
The
I
only way it would
can,
help is just because they're going, but that's just nothing, is it? really?
Exactly. They're probably going to leave after Sunday.
I think the Shield have got to win.
I can see Kane coming out and saying, I'm going to do stipulation just to like try and help them out, or try and make a screw at the end, like a suspicious outcome. Maybe like a street fight or something like that.
Street.
So you see the Shield winning, yeah?
Yeah, but Kane will
Yeah.
try and stack the odds against them.
Yeah, that's some kind of like stipulation which favours Kane and the New Age Outlaws.
Yeah, and then it makes the Shield look even better when they win.
Yeah. How would you do that?
What, no DQ or street fight when Kane comes out, you know?
Oh. Wait.
Right.
Which match shall I go on? Kane and Bray Wyatt?
Divas.
Oh, the Divas. Well, we'll do the Divas. Get it over and done with.
Eva Marie, she's gonna win, obviously.
Does anybody? Does anybody see AJ Lee walking out as the champion still?
No.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I get it.
Perhaps as a
Yeah.
swerve, because obviously with so many divas there, people are going to be
Yeah.
like, oh, surely she's not going to win.
Yeah.
I don't
I tweeted something about it. You know the graphic they showed. I spoke to Mufter about this on Monday night, but they said AJ Lee was going up against 13 divas, so 14 overall, but they only showed 12 in the graphic on Monday Night Raw. We could.
It's 13 now.
unless like Vicky puts herself in the match.
On WWE.com there's 13.
Is there?
Yeah, I've just counted it.
So I just got a bit. I was just.
I think it was Layla that they've added, was it?
Yeah, Layla's in there. Yeah.
Oh, no, they already announced that.
Did they? Are you sure
Yeah,
there's 12? Because I'm
yeah.
counting them now and I think there's 13.
It's
No.
like
Trying to find it.
AJ, Tamina,
Yeah, there's 13.
Bella Twins, Eva. What happened to JoJo? She's still on NXT.
I think
Yeah,
they
she's not
pushed her
next.
back because they didn't think she was ready.
She's in NXT or something.
But she was
She
a better
runs
wrestler than Eva Marie.
I know.
She back on there.
She's only on Total Divas. She's not been on anything else in a very long time.
That's why they put Summer Rae on there to replace her, I think.
Yeah.
I see the Divas match going to. It could either be one of the Total Divas members winning, which would give a big babyface pop to the Total Divas crew, or it could be Tamina winning from AJ because of the recent breakup between those two.
Yeah, well, there's like 10 total divas in the match, so.
Tamina, I'd say Tamina's definitely the favourite.
Yeah. I'd say Tamina's winning, because they haven't had a huge pop for her either in the recent Raws.
There was also talk of Brie Bella winning the same night as Daniel Bryan winning titles.
I wouldn't mind one of the Bella Twins winning. I think they've put so much hard work in over the last year.
They've improved a lot.
They got way
Yeah,
better.
they've got a lot better in the ring now than they were last year.
I think it's between Brie Bella, Naomi, and Tamina.
Yeah, I think you can definitely tell like Daniel Bryan and even John Cena have been rubbing off on them both, like training off them. Both tell that they've got better.
Yeah. A
What
lot.
about
Did
Summer
anybody
Rae
see the
winning?
tag?
I don't think
Summer
Summer
Rae,
Rae will win. He's only just come up from the.
I think she's only really had 2 or 3 matches since like debuting on Survivor Series, was it?
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it because she got her.
Like, if you think of the Divas division now, which is being carried by AJ, can you see it being carried by Summer Rae?
Not
No.
really.
So, but
Not right now, at least. Maybe.
Not
I could see it
Not
being
right now, I
carried by-
this match opens it up. I mean, if somebody out of nowhere wins it, it could open the whole division up. That's why you need to change it up. So,
Who's Michael Chekniski?
oh, he's somebody from college.
He keeps on going Cushnie army forever.
I'm giving him a shout out now.
Little piece of poo.
Shout out to you, bro. Right.
That was the gayest shout out ever.
Right. So,
Shout out to you, bro.
right. Who are we thinking's winning this one then?
Tamina.
Tamina? Who's saying Tamina? How many people?
AJ, I say.
I'm split.
Split
There's a
between.
lot of favourites, isn't there?
Between Tamina and AJ.
Some Hill's got to win. If Hill's got to win, then I think AJ's going to do
I
that.
think you've got to have a new champion. I mean, if you look at how dead it is.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like Tamina and AJ like something happens on accident between them and then like someone like Emma wins? Something completely random and then
Yeah, but the thing
Tamina.
you've got to realize is that AJ's doesn't have to be the one pin, so Tamina can still win without actually turning on AJ, can't she? So.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
thought
that
Battle
whole
Royal,
thing
isn't it?
is ruined.
Huh?
Like how
What
the
kind of
Shield-
match is it? Because if there's 13...
Basically, it's 14 people, and whoever gets the pin first wins.
Yeah, it's one
Yeah.
fall to finish.
Is that what it is?
It's
Bloody
really
hell.
weird.
It's a 1-4 match, yeah.
And the match is still going to be like 3 minutes long.
Who would you say are the favourites? Like Naomi, Natalia, the Bella Twins, Tamina?
I think the favourite would be Tamina. I think Naomi's a third. I don't really.
But she's had all the pins against AJ, isn't she? She keeps on pinning her.
Yeah, she's had a few wins over, but
I just don't see where that's going, though.
Yeah, same. I think while she's in the Funkadactyls, I don't think she could get
yeah, she doesn't.
thing to her as a champion.
I don't want to say she's not ready, but
What if
I think she is a good wrestler. She's one of the most athletic and best ones on the roster. She
Did
boxed
you
a few
see
times as well.
Naomi and Cameron splitting like eventually, like in a couple months or so?
I hope so.
It was awful.
They're not really going anywhere, are they?
I don't know. Wasn't Brodus Clay put back onto NXT now as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thingy, Tensor has changed himself. What's his name again now? He's got a new name.
Or something.
Jason
Yeah.
Alberts.
Yes,
Jason
Jason Albert is on NXT as a commentator. So that looks like the whole Funkadactyls thing's going.
It's weird though because Xavier Woods and the Funkadactyls are still using the same music as
Yeah, I
Brother
know.
Spectre.
I don't know what they've done with Xavier.
Nothing.
He's back on NXT facing Tyler Breeze every week.
He even jobs on NXT, which is so disappointing.
But he's still studying though, isn't he? He's still studying, so he can't really do much.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. He could at least
Who's
win
gonna
for
win?
NXT.
I think perhaps they could shock us and make AJ win, even though nobody wanted to, and then maybe she'd lose it on
It's
Raw.
not really a shocker. I mean, but I see AJ winning. That's gonna be my prediction.
Your friend wants a proper shout out, Tom.
It was a proper shout out. I'm not doing it again because you said it was okay.
Back to you.
But it was a bit gay. It was
I'm gonna
shout out
say-
to you, bro.
I'll say Nikki Bella to win.
Nikki Bella. I'd rather have Brie Bella win if Daniel Bryan's winning the championship.
I don't mind which one. I'm actually kind of looking forward to this match if there's a new champion.
Yeah.
I want to see who it is, but I think it'd be too obvious if they made it Tamina now. Because a lot of people since then have been saying, well, Tamina, if Tamina's in the match, she can turn on AJ, which is like the obvious thought, isn't it, surely now?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It might be too obvious if any of the Bellas won, because they've been winning a
Would
lot
the
lately.
swerve be that, I don't know, like,
What if Tamina puts AJ on someone to pin them?
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't even know why
I don't know.
why are they paired up in the first place?
I don't know, she just came out of nowhere, didn't she, like, on
Yeah,
one
she doesn't
Raw,
really
just like
bring
with an
any-
AJ shirt on.
Since it's an invitational, does anybody think there's a possibility for Lita or Trish?
I think Lita was in the area because Stevie
They
Greek
would-
had a few
Isn't
with
Trish having a baby?
Lita's being
Had a baby.
inducted to the Hall of Fame, and of course she's going to be in the area.
it. Oh shit, yeah.
I don't know, because then it wouldn't really affect who wins the title, would it?
No, but it'd be a nice surprise.
Yeah. What if Paige comes in?
Nah, I doubt it.
No, yeah, that's not gonna.
Her debute's going to be a lot bigger.
The whole idea of it being an invitational, but everyone's been announced, kind of eradicates the idea of invitational.
Yeah.
That implies that anyone can enter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone's
She brought them all out, didn't she?
But everyone's already been announced, so it's not even an invitational.
What if Karma came back?
No. That's not-
I'd love that.
People
I-
still
I
think
would want
she's
that.
actually on the roster. She's not even employed by the WWE anymore.
I think she's
She has
wrestling
a
over
big
here.
smile.
I saw an event.
Didn't she go?
It was advertised in Coventry near me, and it was like what's her other name? Awesome Kong, is it or something?
Yeah.
Her name. She was at an event in Coventry near me a few months ago.
And what's happened to Rosa Mendes?
She's in the match, I think.
She's really, really hot.
She's too busy drinking herself to death.
Didn't she get done for drugs a few months ago?
No.
Drinking. Too much
I
drinking.
swear she got stopped for drugs, and there was like
No.
loads of WWE people tweeting.
Apparently, Michael Hayes got her to drink or something like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That was a really
Started up to training drunk.
Who's winning? Didn't you think?
Who's winning? I don't think AJ's winning.
Eva Marie. Easy.
AJ.
Eva Marie has a chance. She has a big chance.
How much?
She has
I
a
think
big
everybody
chance.
just stop.
No, I'm joking. I think Tamina's gonna win. I'm gonna stick by my decision.
I'm going to say one of the Bella twins.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Brie.
Queen Eva, because she slays.
AJ or Tamina.
AJ or Tamina. Okay, we're split quite a lot. But anyway, what's the next match? Are we gonna go for just Bray Wyatt and Cena? Should we go for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
I think this match is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. What about you lot?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it the most. For me, it's the main event, but I think this is going to be a match that steals the show.
Yeah, because Bray Wyatt at Royal Rumble, he had like maybe the match of the year so far, and then at Elimination Chamber, they may have had the match of the year so far. So this could be another match of the year contender.
And Cena
People-
goes all out for Mania.
People criticise Cena a lot, obviously, for not having like a huge moveset and he's boring and stale, but he definitely knows how to put on a show.
Yeah.
He makes everyone else look amazing though.
Yeah, over the past year, he's improved a lot. Like, well, not improved, but he's opened a lot of more moves.
I know he beat Sandow for the,
He's had great
but Sandow.
matches and Cesaro, Harper.
Me and John Cena are best friends on Twitter.
Is he still fighting?
He joined his weight loss program.
He follows me. I DM'd him, but he never responded. I take it was too busy.
Either that or he's probably got like 5 million DMs.
Who's winning?
I think when people say like Cena kicks out too a lot, obviously everyone knows that happens, but I think that adds drama to it more than anything.
Yeah.
Like when people are like 1, 2, and then literally as he's about to say 3, he kicks out. People are like, "Whoa, he actually just kicked out of that." So I think it'll be a good match. I think it'll be a really good match.
In a perfect world, Wyatt would win, but I just don't see Cena losing.
If it was anybody but Cena, then Bray Wyatt's definitely winning here. But the fact that it is Cena,
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier on. Like when I was,
To be honest, I think Bray's winning, but he's gonna win hard, like he did in the Royal Rumble. Like you think John Cena's gonna win, and then you think Bray Wyatt's gonna win, and then he doesn't win, but then at the end he does.
do you think he'd lose?
Could you imagine if Wyatt kicked out of the AA?
I don't want Cena to bury a Sister Abigail, that's for sure. I don't want him to kick out of that because that just made that move look so weak.
Not really. Cena kicks out of everything.
Well, he's gonna kick out of it. When it's WrestleMania, every finisher gets kicked out of. Like,
Sure.
it doesn't matter who you are, every finisher gets kicked out
We'd have
of.
to hit
I
like,
know, right?
Cena kicked out of about 10 rock bottoms.
yeah, that was just retarded last year.
Main event.
Do you remember when Fandango used to do this with Abigail?
Yeah.
Well, I'm really jealous of people at WrestleCon right now, like Kurt Angle's there, Brooke Tessmarker, and everybody.
Yeah.
I'm
Freight
just
train.
jealous of anybody in New Orleans.
With this match coming, with the Cena Bray Wyatt match, I thought that Hogan was going to be in Cena's corner, so I was expecting Rowan and Harper to possibly steal Hogan in some way, distract Cena, and Bray Wyatt picks up the win.
That would be a wild.
I want to see Bray Wyatt get a clean win, but it's probably not going to happen.
I want to see White win, but for some reason I
Cena,
can't.
because
I think it's a lot to ask for him to get a clean win. I think it's a lot to ask for him to actually get a win, to be honest. But
Do you guys remember in like 2010, Cena well, Chris Jericho said Cena wanted to win the SummerSlam.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I heard about that.
And if he wanted to win a SummerSlam match, like I just couldn't see him putting over Wyatt. But I mean,
do you
maybe
remember that match he had with Cesaro? Why did he have to win that match?
That was an awesome match.
Why
as well.
did he have to win though? Why?
it didn't matter that he won. I mean, the match was good regardless, but
Was that
I
on
mean,
SmackDown or was it Raw?
No, it was Raw.
I don't see like Cesaro winning would be a big thing, but it wasn't necessary that he won because
I think it would. I think it would have been better if he'd have won.
it
Nah,
would have,
sure.
but I mean, it wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
Cesaro still.
Cena losing clean on WrestleMania, I just don't see the point in that. either.
Well, he lost clean against The Rock.
I think if they want to put Bray Wyatt over like they said they want to, then they've got to give him a win here.
Well, of
Even
course.
if he loses at Extreme Rules, they've got to make him win at WrestleMania, surely. Because then at Extreme Rules, it wouldn't matter if Cena won by like even if because it would be an Extreme Rules match. It wouldn't even matter if Cena won by even Roller.
But they need to give Bray Wyatt the win. But I don't see any other way. But this has to carry on. It's no point in just doing it for a month. So he has to win somehow with a dirty pin.
Yeah. Especially after seeing him with all this will cement my legacy and stuff or whatever.
I mean,
and him getting like
yeah, it looks better than Cena overcoming the odds at Extreme Rules or whatever's after that.
I mean, it's his first Mania match. It's probably like the best character they've got. He's got to win.
I mean, I was thinking about going back to the Undertaker said the streak will eventually be beaten. I see Bray Wyatt starting his own streak, and that streak beating Undertaker's streak.
Really?
That's how the streak ending.
that'd be cool.
I
But would they be able to keep the Bray Wyatt so long that it
Yeah,
doesn't get
that's what you got to think about. Is there any point trying to start it again? You don't know how long somebody's going to last.
Because if they use Bray Wyatt for like a year or like 2 years, everyone's going to get bored of him in the end, aren't they? Surely.
Yeah. Look, the character's lasted this long already, and I think it's only getting better.
But surely,
Well, unless they do-
those questions were asked about Undertaker 2 years into his career.
Yeah, but the Undertaker, if you know what I mean, like changed gimmicks, didn't he? Quite a lot. So you had like the Ministry of Darkness or whatever it is.
Nice.
Then you had American Badass. So stuff like that. What could they do with Bray Wyatt that changed it? You can't have a Bray Wyatt American Badass.
No.
I don't know what they'd do.
You could
I
do
don't
it.
know.
I don't think it's
It's a
necessary.
good idea, but it'd be hard putting it across.
I'm sure if they put their minds to it, they could protect the character for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to start off
a
with a
really
win
good
at WrestleMania.
Exactly, yeah.
So, I'll actually be annoyed if he loses.
I think it'd kill the crowd.
I think it'll kill him as well. I mean,
Well, Bray Wyatt is booked. He's billed from Louisiana. He's not actually from there, but
yeah,
maybe he'll have a hometown crowd.
feel.
Reaction would be good for him, I reckon.
Apparently, they're actually. I think Mufta said it. One, they're like performing his theme song.
Yeah, the band who sings the theme song said that they're playing live, but then deleted the post like an hour later.
And Red Theory are doing.
So either they are doing it or it got cancelled. And it's
I know, 'cause I've heard Randy Orton's band that sung his song are going to be there now.
Red Theory are doing voices.
Imagine if like remember how Cena in his WrestleMania 25 entrance, how he came down like there's an army of Cenas.
Yeah.
Imagine if when Wyatt comes out, there's like a sea of people with sheet masks.
that'd be good.
That would be so.
That'd be cool.
That would be great. Okay, what?
I really
is
want
any-
to see American Badass Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt on a motorbike.
Just with the bandana on.
Yeah.
No, send him down on a scooter
Good
instead.
carpet as well.
On a moped.
Send him down on like a 50cc with a license plate on it.
Does anybody take this WrestleMania crowd Twitter account seriously?
Not
I was
not
just
serious. It's all just fucking attention-seeking trolls, and everybody fucking falls for it. It's just like,
Have you seen the stuff that they wanted to chant though?
Yeah.
It's just
Stone
really
Cold
bad.
said so it's official.
Did you see
CM
that?
Punk is the only wrestler that matters.
Did you see that petition ages ago? Like, if Daniel Bryan's not in the main event, like everyone would turn their backs literally on the main event or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I would have switched the main event off because
Yeah.
Batista versus Randy Orton doesn't interest me.
Example
Yeah,
was that
it's
on Raw. It just wasn't.
Last year I ended up just going, I think, for the Tommy Tank during main event.
The best way to hijack a show is to not go and not spend your money on it. They're buying tickets. They're going to the show. They're their own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't want to support the brand, you do not go.
I think for Wyatt, they should at least give him a legitimate lantern, and not have him come out with
the
a
white one.
light bulb lantern.
I don't get why he blows it out
Yeah.
with a lit lantern.
And then walks out with it on.
That's a botch. That's a botch greater than me.
I think at WrestleMania they might actually give him like a proper lantern with a talk with like a match, being as it's WrestleMania.
That'd be good.
And they can't go on. They can't go on too early either, otherwise they couldn't enter in darkness.
Yeah, I know at SummerSlam he entered with a proper one. To the Inferno match with Kane, he came in with that. He came with a proper lantern then.
Oh really?
Yeah, I've got it on DVD. I was watching it the other day. Not the only time they used it.
Then when it gets dark, it's usually after like what? I don't know.
Do you remember how crap that match was? SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, that was
When he
rubbish.
debuted with Kane in the Inferno match, that was so poor.
I enjoyed
It
it.
wasn't even an Inferno match, to be
I
honest.
really liked it.
It was alright, but I didn't like the way they kind of put Bray over as really weak because he got battered.
It
The
wasn't
actual
even,
wrestling of it was disappointing.
It wasn't
Yeah, that's
even
yeah.
an Inferno match.
In
It
my
was a
opinion,
Ring of
like,
Fire match.
The match was just rushed. Like the spot with Harper putting Rowan putting the blanket down, that happened way too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
As soon as they were in, it just killed it.
Kane chokeslammed Bray Wyatt 3 times
Wait.
in a row.
And then the crowd didn't react to all the commentators. I remember.
Yeah,
that.
just
Yeah,
like,
I remember.
Yeah, but to be fair, you couldn't really hear the crowd over the roaring fire.
Yeah.
Fire
It's
was
like-
really
you
loud.
could so tell they were going to get in the ring. I mean, why would he chokeslam him 3 times in a row? And you could just see like fucking Michael Cole trying to cover it. Like, oh, he's just trying to punish him now. It's like, no, he's not. He's just waiting for him to get the chance. I can't see Rowan and Harper interfering there. I don't know why. I could see if Bray won, I think it'd be clean.
Yeah, I know.
I would definitely put him over if he won clean.
You see the other two getting ejected from the arena then.
No, Luke and Rowan, Bray will tell them to go out. Like
They'd
Royal
probably take
Rumble.
about 4 Sister Abigails to win.
Yeah, 4 or 5 or 6 or 10.
I reckon it would take a new move to beat Cena.
Do you remember that Sister Abigail into Rey Mysterio when he kind of caught him before
Oh
he
yeah,
6
that was good.
But what he did to Kofi was brutal as well. Kofi landed, did a headstand with it.
Kofi can sell moves really well.
Brilliant. He's a waste of talent.
Well, he lost Heath Slater. That's just everything, isn't it? Really, in the end.
What were they thinking?
Poor Kofi.
How can you go from beating Randy Orton, the champion, to losing against Heath Slater?
What was it on anyway? Superstars or something?
Yeah, it was on Superstars. I watched it yesterday morning. I'd already seen the match. I just wanted to see him win again.
What if John Cena does a Sister Abigail?
That's not happening.
No.
No.
Or but could you imagine if it was like WrestleMania 28 all over, and then John Cena's trying to do his finisher, but then he gets out of it and finishes John.
I could see like John Cena going for an AA, like Bray Wyatt hopping off his back and twisting him into a Sister Abigail really quickly, and that could be how it finishes.
That would be
I could see Wyatt doing an AA. He's the heel. It would be another like kick in the teeth to Cena.
Yeah, it's like Orton doing the Orton doing the attitude adjustment to Cena. That one was rubbish, but when Cena did the RKO, that was sick.
Did you see Bryan's RKO on Randy Orton after Raw taping?
No.
It was one of the best RKOs you'll ever see.
Which one?
He did it. He did it in a dark match after Raw. I don't know what it was, but apparently it was like, much better than Orton's. Just because of how far Daniel Bryan flew in the air.
Have you already talked about the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match?
Nah, we're gonna go on to that now.
I was just thinking. I know this won't happen because obviously it'd stop merchandise sales and everything. But what if Bray Wyatt, if he beat Cena and then he took him away like they did to Kane?
Yeah, they'll probably do that. They will.
and then he comes back. So, but they obviously we won't come back as a heel, would he? Because it's Cena.
No.
They couldn't do that, otherwise that'd just completely kill merchandise sales a lot.
They could do it, and instead of doing promos between Cena and Wyatt, they could have like vignettes at the back of Cena tied up in a room somewhere, stuff like that. I don't think it would affect merchandise. It would just really help. It would really help the storyline if it was booked like that.
Do you reckon that'd re-spark Cena's character if he came back?
I reckon it could help him, like overcoming more of the odds like that, because he will eventually.
Yeah, help Daniel Bryan overcome the odds. Let's go, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching so many clips of Cena in the Thugonomics thing he used to do. Oh, I so missed that. It was awesome. Like his rap battles with Big Show or whatever. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
I wish they'd bring that back.
The monkey's back.
And he brought it back against the Rock for
I
like.
think Unmute is playing some gay music down the
We
line.
got a brand new comedy artist.
Unmute Lars 2014.
Hook him after.
Who's winning? Who's winning then, Bray Wyatt?
Yeah.
I'll say Bray Wyatt.
Gotta.
I don't want this to happen, but I'm gonna go with Cena.
Really?
Realistically.
Who you picking, Mufter?
Bray Wyatt.
Right, so is that everybody on Wyatt?
Yeah. That one
Apart from
person.
one.
And Cena.
Right, everyone but I think it was it Josh?
Call me Marked Out Gaming or Full of It or whatever.
Them. I think we kind of touched on this earlier, the main event. Whoa.
Yeah.
What's the monkey doing?
He's having a wank.
He's like,
Trying to pre-last 2014.
What the hell is happening now? I'm seeing a monkey in my screen. Don't worry, I'll order your bananas tomorrow, don't worry.
Shut the fuck up.
There it is.
Oh, that's not nice. That's not nice. That's not nice. Not nice at all. Trying to do my job. Trying to do match predictions and saying shut the fuck up. Nice.
right. Last match.
Okay.
Who's winning at the end of the night and how? How are they winning?
That Anthony guy.
Wait, who's that person that's really loud?
It's Anthony. He left.
Get it.
Alright.
No, Randy Orton's winning.
Do you reckon? He's 33-1.
I have
I'm joking.
I have a prediction, but it's like long shot. Alright. So
I've got it.
alright. In the middle of the match, because triple threat matches are no DQ. Triple H comes
Not about
tries to pedigree Daniel Bryan, and then Punk comes down. Punk turns on Bryan, and then Randy Orton retains.
I wouldn't want that to happen.
No, that's not gonna happen. Come on.
It's not going to. I mean, I don't know if it is, but
How much more can we have of Orton as the champion?
That, I
You
think
can't.
definitely change hands.
He hasn't even done anything for like.
Yeah, but he's been so irrelevant. It's been like, the main event.
All Dan's been about Batista. He hasn't done anything.
To be honest, I know in the triple threat match, I know Triple H is gonna come out, Kane's gonna probably come out, and some other people, and Daniel Bryan's just gonna kick all of them out and just win.
Chris.
What about Stone Cold?
Oh, I doubt it.
Stone Cold's probably gonna Stone Cold stun out flipping Randy Orton.
Yeah, but Muff, what
Don't
did
know why.
you said about Stone Cold would only go to WrestleMania if he had a part of the show?
Yeah, on the podcast he said he was only going to New Orleans if he's actually a part of the show.
And he's already confirmed that he's going to be on the show.
Well, WWE's confirmed it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I think Orton's definitely coming out of this without the championship.
Yeah.
There was,
I have a
I was listening to something the other day, and there was like a sort of a Evolution 2.0 versus maybe
Yeah.
Bryan, maybe Punk, maybe Austin, maybe Foley comes back.
CM Punk. He's gonna come back, trust me.
You actually think he will? Like certain?
Oh, come on, I've already. That hope has gone now.
No, it hasn't.
I was on that Raw, waiting for CM Punk to come out.
Yeah, but that's because you read the dirt sheets and you believe them.
Yeah, I don't read them. I don't go near them. That's just shit. It's just a load of rubbish.
If you read the dirt sheets and believe them,
That's
yeah,
fine.
hope that anything's gonna go.
I won't believe it till I see it.
CM Punk doesn't like predictable storylines. This is
Yeah.
the most unpredictable way of bringing it. Well, I say that, but it would, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That's the
I didn't even think about it till you lot mentioned it, so it's obviously not predictable. Oh shit.
I have a slight.
I can't see it happening, but
I
I have
can't.
a,
The main event is just going to be a clusterfuck. There's no other way around it. There's going to be so many run-ins. There's going to be so much.
I think
Okay,
CM
we
Punk.
got it was no DQ as well.
I think the CM Punk and the title thing's gone now. I think they might. If he does return, I think he'll come back the night after, and they'll probably start a new storyline.
I have a slight feeling that Batista will come out on top just because they brought him back and made him win the Royal Rumble, and with all the Royal Rumble statistics of the Royal Rumble winner actually winning the championship.
I don't know.
That's what I thought initially.
Bryan will win.
Yeah, I have that feeling.
The more it goes on, the way Bryan stood over them on Raw, it makes more sense for Bryan to win. And WWE need to rescue what they've made a mess of. They need to put Bryan on that with the title now.
Because to
No
be
way around
honest,
it.
the
For longer
fans
than a night as well. I
need-
can't lose it again.
CM Punk. CM Punk. Not happening.
To be honest, I don't know if I want him in there. I want him to come back, but I don't think I want him in the title picture thing.
Well, he won't be in the title picture. He'll be the one who takes down the authority once and for all.
Punk versus the Authority, like it should have been.
Yeah, but wasn't that the reason he left? Well, apparently.
Oh, he didn't want to face Triple H.
Yeah.
Apparently.
He was just fed up. He was just half dead.
Apparently.
Yeah, he said he was tired of that, didn't he?
The guy looked dead the last time we saw him, and then when on the Talking Dead, he looked healthy. He looked 2 years younger.
You could tell he looked like slow in the ring as well, didn't he? Like he was using repetitive moves like that kick to the head over and over again, quite a lot.
And he shot himself in the ring.
I could see Punk return to Raw after Mania.
Nah, it's gonna be at WrestleMania. It's gonna be. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Look in my eyes.
But to
Nah,
be
his
honest,
theme song's not gonna play. He'll just run it from the crowd if he is there.
He'll get a new theme song.
I don't want him to come back with that theme song. I want him to come back with "This Fire Burns." 'Cause
Then
that's
come back with Crispy
But
Noir's
also
theme song.
bad news.
Everyone else is using it. He should just use the Funkadactyl song. Just do the static and then
Somebody call my mama. Right. Very realistically, what's everyone think's going to happen?
Bryan.
Brian.
CM Punk and
Brian.
Bryan.
Bryan.
It's gotta be. I don't know how it's gonna finish though. Do you have any idea?
There's so many possibilities.
Perhaps like a double knee. If you do a double knee plus, perhaps like both of them either side,
Double knee.
jumps up and
Is that
lays-
even possible? Could you do that?
and then you could do your like idea of pinning them both.
I'd like to see that. I don't know if
After that double knee plus, that'd be pretty cool.
Pinning them both would make Bryan look untouchable, though. That's just I couldn't see that.
And Batista and Randy Orton would have to be really close together. I wouldn't know how they would get that close. Like,
Perhaps they actually no, they probably won't. I was going to say perhaps they could both double team Daniel Bryan for the majority of the match.
Yeah,
and then,
they-
they will probably because they're heel.
and then perhaps
The
Muscles
Super
of
Bryan-
CM Punk could come into play, and he could come and help him.
if any chance at all Triple H wins, how would you see that going down?
God.
I wouldn't mind it, as long as Daniel Bryan beat
He
him. For
wins.
it. Well, they could do that if he continued the rivalry with Daniel Bryan until like SummerSlam, where he wins. But I think they have to make Bryan win at WrestleMania, surely.
The only way Triple H is going to win it is if you bring Vince McMahon back to run the thing again.
Yeah.
It would be pointless to have the owner as...
Well, there's like talks about Shane being backstage.
He's at every fucking WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Jesus
the whole family's at every WrestleMania.
Stone Cold.
Imagine if he was special ref.
I don't see this happening like at all, but everybody's talking about Sting coming back at Mania, and that I don't see it happening.
He can't come back. He'll be a debut. You penis.
Well, whatever, okay.
If that's to happen, that'll be the night after.
Yeah.
I'm not really excited for Sting.
I don't think anyone is.
Is anybody else
I am.
excited for Sting?
Not
Anyone who says they haven't can't have looked up fucking promos of Sting and The Undertaker. It'll be fucking immense build up and stuff.
I can't really say anything because I've not really seen much of Sting.
I think he's past it now. Isn't he like nearly the same age?
Past it. Nah, Sting can still work, brother.
Yeah. If he can work with people like Austin Aries and Bobby Roode, he can take her.
I mean, if he does come back, he'll have a year to get ready, so
Yeah.
he'll be alright.
He's already had like 5 months to get ready, so.
What? So do you think Sting and Undertaker will go ahead?
Yeah.
If it happens, I see Wyatt and Taker happening the year afterwards. I don't see Sting breaking the streak at all. In my opinion, there's no chance it's happening.
If it was broken, who do you think would win it?
Bray
Who
Wyatt.
do you think would do it even, should I say?
Broken.
Wyatt.
Cena.
I
I would say Cena.
There's
Yeah.
4 different people.
Cena.
Wyatt, Bryan, and,
WWE likes sucking his balls, so what's
and
the
Roman
point?
Reigns. One of them.
The main event player, Brodus Clay.
You mean the NXT main event player?
Eva Marie.
You know who? Yeah, she will defeat the streak. You know that?
Imagine.
What, one of the really bad roll-ups?
Yeah. Yes.
Ava Marie should be banned from
Michael McGill. Stars.
Does everybody think Daniel Bryan's going to win?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
do. I definitely do.
It'll be
Yeah, right.
predictable, but the yes chants are gonna be, it's gonna be a beautiful scene if he wins.
What are they going to be, Judge?
It's gonna be like a Cinderella story, but like when everybody doing the yes chants after Bryan wins, it'll be great.
I can hear Brock screaming.
Why is
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar always screaming in my ear? I'm hearing voices.
Because he wants you.
Not if I win the bet.
Shit, son.
I'm siding with Tom on the bet. Brock Lesnar, man.
You betrayed me. That's what you did. I was firmly in Taker's corner. I was against Tom, and then all I see is this tweet saying, "I gotta go with Tom on this one." And I was like, where did this betrayal come from? One of them random heel turns, like Brodus Clay. But yeah, I'm definitely winning the bet. There's no point.
I know, it's not good.
Should have fought harder.
What grudge matches do you see happening at Extreme Rules? Like, I think Cena, Wyatt, and then I don't know.
Or wait, Cena hasn't gone against. In this feud that has he gone against Rowan? I know he's gone against Harper like 3 times.
Oh, he went against Rowan.
Nice.
Raw.
Did he? He faced Rowan on
Yeah.
SmackDown.
He faced him on SmackDown and Raw, just like Harper. What do you think? Do you think that they're gonna like DQ Harper and well, not DQ them, but do you think they're gonna like ban Harper and Rowan from ringside, or do you think Wyatt will like send them back?
Yeah, Wyatt will send them back.
Yeah.
I know that for sure.
It'll make him look stronger, I think.
Yeah.
Dave Meltz have reported
It'll
it.
all be like, no, I don't need help beating John Cena, to be honest.
He'll tell them to go back, and then he'll turn around, Cena will hit an 8-8, and he'll win in 18 seconds.
Oh, that reminds me
Yeah.
that I hated that. How they did that with Sheamus and Daniel Bryan.
I don't think
Actually,
anybody liked it.
despise that.
Triple H defeats Daniel Bryan in under 18 seconds.
No, that would be like
I'll be a hole in my TV after that happened.
that.
If it happened.
That Daniel Bryan Triple H match will probably take 30 minutes or so.
No, not that long.
Alright, 25.
It's going to be long because it's been
It's
going for 6 months.
Going to be long because it's been a feud going on since SummerSlam last year. So it's going to be a long match.
How long will the show be? Like 4 hours, 3
4
hours?
hours.
And a 2-hour pre-show.
Which
Yeah.
which
I don't know.
Damn,
The first hour of the pre-show sounds like a waste of time.
Yep. Damn, I need to get to bed early
what are
today.
they advertised for that shit? First hour anyway.
The tag team match.
Yeah.
That's the second hour.
Or the first
First
hour
hour.
is just the panel talking.
Yeah.
It's interviews with people getting ready for their matches as well. It's like a NFL Super Bowl build-up thing.
Sounds weird.
Damn, I need to go
Why
to
do you not
sleep.
put the match on the first hour?
I
Seriously.
think that they need to make like the pre-shows for the pay-per-views exclusive on the network.
They are. The second hour is only on the network.
Well,
Yeah, that's good for you though, but us in the UK, we can't get the network, so they wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Wow.
When are
Man-
we going to get the network? Like November?
No,
That's
it's
what Becky was
summer.
saying,
I
like,
heard summer.
They said it could be November, December time, maybe early next year.
Yeah,
Which is, I don't even know why we have to wait. Why do we have to wait?
Yeah, I was going
I
to say.
don't know. I think they don't rate UK people from the UK. I don't know
No,
why.
it's not that. It's just if they would have put it all in one, the server would have been so fucked up. It would have been fucked up
Yeah.
beyond what it was now. You got to be realistic. It's not that they dislike fans from the UK or worldwide. That's a stupid thing to say. It's just if they did it all in one, the server would have just been fucked up beyond despair.
Oh, I'm gonna have a terrible time tomorrow.
you
Need
can't
to
say they
find
hate
that
the
stream.
UK fans because we're some of the best fans they have.
I'm getting so excited for WrestleMania. Like, I'm sitting here now, it's like nodding my head for some reason. I don't even know what I'm doing.
After the stream, I'm gonna do some stuff. Then I'm just gonna go to bed.
What do you think
Early
of the
sleep.
WrestleMania 30 set?
Good.
It
It's
looks
alright,
sick.
they're absolutely giant. Have you seen the size of like the 3Xs? Like I saw Stephanie and Triple H standing next to it on the photo earlier. Like their head barely reaches like the little middle part of the X where it points, where it's a joint. It's absolutely giant.
That WrestleMania 30 set looks sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
I like the outdoor arenas. I do for WrestleMania.
Well,
It's
yeah,
going to be so loud.
that's why they should do a WrestleMania at Wembley Stadium. But
Gonna be
Have you
so
actually
loud.
that's
seen
never
that?
happening.
Have you seen actually like Mercedes-Benz Arena? Like, have you seen it from the outside?
Yeah. It looks dull, doesn't it?
It's just like a massive silver bowl, literally. Like, there's not even any windows on the side of it. It looks
But
really
last
weird.
time the electric one, so that might happen at Mania.
Didn't John Cena tease like a WrestleMania in the UK at like Wembley?
He
Yeah.
said he wanted to see it, but
He said like, "You got a giant stadium down the road. Why can't we have it there?" He's like really respect. I like John Cena, to be fair. Like not as in his wrestling, but I respect him a lot.
if you did a WrestleMania in England, you'd have America at about 1 p.m.
No, but that's what the time it used to be. It used to be like 12.
Really?
Yeah. Now we have to get up early, midnight.
You should be American then.
Yeah, I watch Raw every night at 5 p.m., you know?
I live in the Eastern time zone, so I get everything like perfect.
It's normally like I think isn't it 12 o'clock here at midnight?
Yeah.
It starts.
Yeah.
Well,
I bought it on box office. I don't want to stream it just in case any like mistakes with it.
I
It
can't.
starts at 7 p.m. for me.
I can't buy it on box office. My mom and my auntie will be sleeping downstairs, so I can't take the TV.
Well,
which is unfortunate. I'm gonna have to find a stream.
Quite cheap as well.
Yeah, it's 18 quid for it on box office.
Plus HD as well, still £18.
Yeah.
What are you guys' predictions for the Raw after Mania?
RVD.
Yeah.
Because there's usually like 3 or 4 things that happen like big.
I don't know, but I'm gonna get off anyway, so I'll probably, be on Twitter or whatever.
I'll probably get off too. Yeah.
Alright, I'll call it a day now. Cheers for coming.
Oh, shit.
Alright. I'll see
See ya.
See you later.
See ya.
Cheers. Bye.